We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast program to bring you these interdimensional announcements from the Underground Initiative. We would like to offer our thanks to the people and organizations that help make the Underground Initiative what it is today. Some of the music you're hearing in the background comes courtesy of Midnight Syndicate. These horror music pioneers can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Ask Alexa for Midnight Syndicate, or at their website at midnightsyndicate.com. A big thank you to the one, the only, Kevin MacLeod. Check out the amazing works of Kevin MacLeod, a full-time composer who has published over 2,000 works of musical genius, most of which he's made available for others to use using the Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. His work can be viewed on YouTube and incomptech.com. Thank you, Irutan, for letting us use your music. This amazing savant of Celtic and medieval melodies can be found on YouTube and irutanmusic.com. We would also like to thank Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda for having such iconic and impactful music, as well as allowing for fans to utilize said content in productions like these. Please keep in mind that this is all fan-generated content and is not sponsored or endorsed by Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, or Bethesda. We just really enjoy their content. A big shout-out to Derek and Brandon Feitcher. Their amazing compositions can be found on YouTube under Fantasy and World Music by the Feitchers, as well as iTunes, Bandcamp, Amazon, and Spotify. Go check them out. Stringstorm does music, voice acting, sound effects, and more. There's a lot of creative symphonic metal music on their YouTube channel, and most, if not all, of their songs can be purchased at store.stringstorm.info. Various artists and animators were vital in bringing the Underground Initiative to life. We would like to thank Edvartigo, who can be found at twitter.com/Edvartigo. Sunzaki Kojika. Check out her artwork and content at twitch.tv/Sunzaki Kojika, and CJ Emmanuel II. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
Burn! Welcome, initiates, to the Underground Initiative, a secret underground organization where a menagerie of manding Midwesterners gather around to explore the realms beyond through the medium of tabletop RPGs. Hey guys, how's it going?
I'm not going down without a fight.
Nah, I wouldn't have it any other way. Not a lot of announcements as of right now, but as always, don't forget to check out From Outer Space, where John comes up with a whole bunch of interesting concepts and puzzles and lore for various tabletop RPGs. Go check it out. If you want some subpar opinions on media, go to Thirsty Nerds Podcast. I'm kidding. They're great. They're great. You should check them out anywhere that podcasts can be enjoyed. Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube. They say everywhere.
If you keep it up, they'll badmouth you in an episode, I'm sure.
Good. We need the publicity. Speaking of publicity, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/undergroundinitiative. For every 10 patrons that we get, I will wear a wig for an entire episode of whatever it is that we're doing here. Who knows? I don't know. It could be a lore episode that we eventually decide to roll out, and I'll wear a whole wig for that. So, what did you guys think of? I'm just playing with my hair. But yeah, patreon.com/undergroundinitiative. You get a slew of things. You get your name in the credits as long as the internet continues to exist in the way it currently does. Access to our Discord, where you can chat with us and other members of the community. It's a great time. It's a good time. I like it. And of course, every dollar will go towards making the stream better. More minis, more tech, just more. And we certainly appreciate it. Well, with that out of the way, I suppose we can dive into the badness. So, last we left off, the Fist is exploring the desolate wastes of the Backdine. They met with an underground lost-to-time mage, the cult of the Manticore that was having their strings pulled by various infernal entities, now find themselves under the sands in a long-buried temple of Moradin, the All-Hammer, dwarven deity, in the what can only be assumed as the remains of, the ruins of Dusthaven.
It's really a giant corpse that we're in.
Dusthaven, the long, ancient, forgotten city that used to dwell within the desolate wastes before the sandstorm raged and took over the area for a number of several hundred years. So just burying everything in sand for that time. The Fist is here under the guidance, the charge, the orders of several divine entities.
Dicks.
However, these entities believe that such tasks are deserve some sort of burden. So everyone walks into this adventure Bane. You guys came to the teleported into this submerged temple of Moradin. Lots of corpses, not a living thing in sight, until someone triggers some sort of necrotic trap that raises everyone up. All of these corpses up as feral zombies and undead entities. Just wailed into the party. Also, Saoirse has gone full monster and is a manticore now.
Sorry, don't forget about that part.
Don't forget about that part. I have the mini and everything now. However, these undead entities were numerous as they were ferocious, and that they quickly dispatched Saoirse and eventually claimed the life of Kulkras. However, the rest of the Fist, Count Orlin and Vaxxus, are sort of holding the line underground in this long hallway. The other entrance just stuffed with zombie corpses, so the rest of the zombies can't really get to where you are currently. But as you guys deal with the loss of Kulkras, we will say that Orlin in this moment is looking for the revival gem in Kulkras's bags and pouches to bring him back. But we are going to move away from that part, and we are going to go into the mind, the subconscious mind of Kulkras.
Wait, didn't we already do that?
I'm the DM, I can do whatever I want.
That revival gem isn't a suppository.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Why is it shaped like a butt plug?
It's a 24-hour thing. You gotta keep it in.
Oh, we're so getting canceled.
or product deals.
Gross.
This episode is brought to you by Bad Dragon.
Nope, I'm out.
Good Dragon. Bad dragon. Good dragon. Bad dragon. Kulkras, you
I don't know what that is.
We'll tell you. We'll tell you during.
Oh no. It's in one of those magazines we've been searching for, the short stacks.
The back. That's in the back. The advertisements.
Kulkras, you find yourself floating in darkness. A familiar dream space. But you feel the aches and pains. You look down and you see that your chest has claw marks in them.
That seems normal.
Like one or two of your ribs is sticking out. It doesn't look good.
That's a little more worrying.
Off in the distance, you see the glowing silhouetted symbol of Ioun, the knowing mistress. And you remember the last words, the last feelings you had before you came to this space, which was basically a defiant curse upon...
I thought it was more of a betrayal.
Well,
I felt betrayed.
Yeah, that's fine. But a defiant... A moment of defiance against the gods, however, was the last thought experience that Kulkras has before coming to this space. And you look at the silhouetted symbol of the knowing mistress, and it shifts. Where at first you saw a glowing symbol, now morphs and transforms into almost a complete silhouetted figure. Feminine, with silhouetted wings of almost like parchment and rolls of paper that sort of flap in the distance. And the face, the only features that you notice are 1, 2, 3 glowing eyes, which is what a lot of representations of the knowing mistress like this is what people think she looks like. But you only see like the silhouetted outline of we'll just call it Ioun's avatar. But she is there. And you instinctively try to take a step forward, but you feel yourself restrained. And as you look down, you see that your arms, your wrists, and your legs are bound by silver and gold chains. Behind you, there is another figure holding those chains taut against you. Another silhouetted, robed, outlined with light figure wearing a porcelain, almost like doll's mask. Which, make a religion check.
Oh no.
They're fighting over you. Very nice.
I guess I was feeling a little jealous since you have like 12 of them after you.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm the god's favorite.
Even though they speak to you in dial-up. This is plus nothing. 8.
8. A moment of fear undertakes you as you recognize this figure. This is the avatar of the Matron of Ravens, and the chains around you are probably a representation of like the chains of life, the chains of fate, and it seems that you are in a crossroads, that the Raven Queen is ready to bring you onto whatever part of existence that there is for Kulkras's soul, but they're not bringing you there yet. They're just holding you in place.
So what is this? This is her welcoming me, or trying to welcome me into death, or...
The avatar of Ioun, for the first time, speaks in a normal cadence. Not the ethereal feelings or intent that just washes over you. You actually hear her voice speak directly to you. My dear Kulkras, you are at a threshold, but you are still in control of your own destiny. If that is what you want.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be used.
What makes you think you are used?
Well, Rumsha's trying to train either me or somebody else to be a constant giver of war. I don't want that.
Do you feel that I am using you?
No.
Then why do you curse me upon your death?
Do we know what Bane is?
You study to be a mage hunter a little bit, so I think you understand the core concept of like a magical hindrance.
I mean, the hindrance you put on me kind of led to that.
Faith is a constant back and forth, especially involving beings of such power as myself. It is difficult to grant gifts and boons and powers to those who will say all of the right things in all of the right ways in the moment, but once their faith is tested, they scorn the gods for not doing enough. I laid this burden upon you because I believed that you could bear it, and if you could bear it, then our relationship would develop further. You would walk closer to my light. But you seem to feel that, well, what is the mortal expression? If you don't deserve me, if you can't appreciate me in your lowest, then why should you appreciate me when things are going well? Whether things go bad or good for you, Kulkras, I will always be by your side, but if that's not enough for you, you feel the chains grow a little bit tighter, then I guess oblivion awaits those who blaspheme against us. But I do not fault you. I see much potential in you, perhaps more than what you see within yourself. So,
I mean, I am dead. I think the potential's pretty gone there, isn't it?
not quite. You watch as she waves her hand and a vision, an image, an out-of-body projection appears before you. You see your own body laid and bloodied in this stone narrow corridor.
Orlin's gone.
You see Vaxxus shooting eldritch blasts at various skeletal entities and the undead that are crawling from the other end. You see Count Orlin all tieflinged up. It looks like he's looting your body, but
Looking for the gem, that makes sense. That really makes sense.
he's putting on your coat and everything.
Orlin's like, ooh. He's got like the shag face.
Is he about to ditch Vaxxus?
You see that eventually Orlin pulls a green gem from your bag, and
I probably don't recognize it. Oh, I do recognize it.
it's from your bag, so
I put shit in there all the time.
that's fair.
I didn't realize we had it until I looked at my inventory again.
Kulkras can decide whether or not he realizes what this is in this moment. But you watch as Orlin takes the gem, raises it in the air, and makes a motion that suggests he's going to thrust this gem into you. But the image sort of cuts out there.
It's just me. What is he doing?
It seems that your companions haven't given up on you, and neither have I. Kulkras, I will give you the opportunity to walk a path of your own choosing. If you want me to walk that path with you, knowing that I will inevitably burden you, but with the understanding that these are burdens I know that you can overcome. And if you can overcome these burdens, these trials, and believe that you can come out stronger for it, that is a path that I offer. If not, then you can choose to display defiance. Kulkras, I will allow you to make one roll. Any roll you feel is appropriate. Say like a full action of combat. Action, bonus action, whatever. To make a singular roll to either to basically make a statement to Ioun, to the gods, to anything else that might be focusing on this situation. If you want to roll out of defiance, if you want to roll in reverence, or if you want to just not roll at all, that is a choice. But I will say the DC for this roll is 18. So you can decide what roll you want to do and for what reason.
I'll roll in the affirmative now that she's explaining it. Kulkras has a better understanding of it. Good roll for puppy.
What role would you like to do to show your fealty or prove your devotion to Ioun then?
Big vulture. Performance, do a jig.
Oh no, not the cabbage patch.
Do your arm fart talent.
No, my performance is at a -1.
Can you do the chicken dance?
Oh, I already did that to the other barbarian.
Play the recorder.
Perfect. Yo, if I was a bard, I would totally have that as one of my instruments. I would even go spend $10 to go actually get one.
You're in a long fight, and the enemy's like, he's played hot cross buns 40 times.
Kill him!
He's playing it off key, make it stop.
Oh no.
That's vicious mockery right there.
Do 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 do. That takes it back to like 2nd or 3rd grade.
Or wait, what am I doing? A skill check, or what do you
This
have to
is
do?
any role you think Kulkras can do.
What if I do? Unless this isn't the way that you're interpreting it. What if I do a survival roll to say not too stubborn to die?
You can do that if you want.
Okay, I'll do that.
I will. I will say, you do in this dream space. You do not have access to your shield or that cloak of eyes, but everything else in your inventory you have access to.
Did you put something in there without my knowledge again?
No.
Troll dick.
No, that's him.
Sorry, my
I'm
bag.
just gonna just troll dick.
I'm sorry, my bag of tricks can't help you.
Why do I got a -5 to all my rolls? Troll dick.
Offer pickle.
Oh, Elden Ring.
Try finger butthole.
Also Elden Ring, I think.
And Dark Souls.
Yeah, they got Dark
Just
Souls
ahead.
too. Yeah.
Try thrust.
That is probably one of the goats right there. Tri-fingered butthole. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Reaching toward Ioun.
I'm still. What are you doing? Stop that.
If you
You
want,
guys gotta stop.
give me a free insight check. This isn't part of the roll.
Okay, just like that. Me personally, I don't understand, which means Kulkras definitely doesn't understand.
No, sure.
Yeah.
No. This
Shocker.
is meant to be. This is meant to be tricky.
Check out Discord when you get a chance.
19.
19. Attacks are rolls.
No, I'm not that pissed.
Okay.
If it was Grumsh, maybe. No, yeah, we'll still go with the survival check that I'm too stubborn to die. And at least at that part, yeah, for that.
All right. I'll say
That was my first thought.
to show your just natural survivability in this moment.
That's right. I could be her avatar for survivability.
Go ahead and roll this at advantage.
Oh. I'm not using the metal die. They screwed me over last time.
Is he banned on this?
He is
Oh.
not banned on this.
Oh. That's good, because I almost lost my triangles until I realized they were.
Oh, Banes aren't for checks. So
They're for Batman.
I think they said that for Bloodman. It's good I had. That's good that I had the advantage. Although I was going to roll that one first anyway. Unnatural 20.
unnatural 20. You feel the chains behind you, the pull of the matron of ravens, the pull of fate attempting to drag your soul to its final destination. But
It's a horrible play.
Kulkras just, I don't know, how is survivability showcased in this moment?
I was going to say, like, if the chains are trying, then I'm either not budging or budging a little bit.
Kulkras is unbudged as the chains pull against. Like, the chains are meant to pull in that which is dead, not that which is surviving. Thriving, even. So, the chains just sort of slip right off of you. And the avatar of the Matron of Ravens just fades away. The angelic figure of Ioun steps forward and places a couple of cold hands near your face. The outline that she's still just like a silhouetted figure of just like golden light around her.
Probably just sitting there like when you wake up too early and the sun's out. Just,
I accept your renewed pledge. Walk in my light, and you shall never falter. And with that, we go back to that moment in the hallway. Orlin.
Wait, am I falling now? Or am I being pulled out of the vision? I was
Yeah.
going to say, as I'm like floating away from her, wait, what's with the bugs?
Orlin, you're about to smash the revival gem onto Kulkras's form, but before you do, there is like a ricochet of radiant light as all of like the gashes and ribs that are sticking out just like sort of reform and
All
close.
the ribs.
The gem is still in your hand, but Kulkras has returned with 1 health. And you all find yourselves still battling a handful of undead in this hallway. They're not in the hallway themselves. They're still just like trying to crawl past the corpse pile in the corner.
I would be holding actions to Eldritch Blast until I see them, like poking through.
No rolls necessary. They only have 11 AC.
Okay, I feel like I could slowly take them out one at a time as that goes on. Just throwing it out there.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's right. We were still in the middle of combat, weren't we?
There's a half a dozen or so of them left upstairs.
Think all the main guys are dead, just the zombies? Are you a zombie? He's a zombie?
Wait, what?
Make an attack roll. He's prone.
Yeah, he wakes up groggy.
Mage
Slay the
Slayer.
monster.
What happened? Why were you rifling through my pockets?
Trying to smash the gem on your forehead.
What's a gem do?
Kulkras, did you just die on us?
Yes.
Then how did you come back?
The gods. Why is it so complicated with these guys?
Oh, I don't like them. You can keep that. Whatever.
Don't we have... Is there like still one... Is there one on the floor? Like, do we still have things to do?
You have a book to find.
I don't know about the rest of you, but the gods haven't liked me for the past few days. Are either one of you feeling a little off lately?
I tap on my horns.
I didn't even notice.
And I just kind of like do this.
Of course.
Maybe we need to have a little team meeting. Does that sound fair?
Should we kill the rest of these first?
I'm working on it. They're not getting through. Shut up!
You give him the Arnold? Shut up!
That one looks like the bard Bill Murray.
No, for copyright, it's Bill Curry.
Love that food.
Bill Burry. After like 30 seconds or so, you hear the final snarl of the last zombie that you had shot, Vaxxus, and now you are all just left in this the cold, still quiet of this corridor.
So, anyway, what did the two of you do to get the gods on your bad side? I mean, I could name probably a dozen things for me personally, but you're like the golden boy. I don't know what you did.
I don't know why they're so angry, but they do want me to get this book. I have a feeling that once we do that, I'll be back
It's
in
your
good graces.
fault.
Maybe they turned me into a devil.
Mine tasked me to make sure these books got delivered.
Hey, you're not the devil, Orlin. You're a tiefling. By lineage, alright? Whether you like to admit it or not.
Doesn't that mean I'm lineage of a devil?
Are we still
Technically.
retroactively saying that because you healed me, didn't you? Last session.
Yeah, I'll heal you whatever I healed you now.
Yeah, so all
Okay,
that health
so-
you still have.
Because with the
I don't know if we had to re-roll that or not.
it was the Guardian, I think, or I don't know what spell you used. Guardian of Faith or something.
Spirit healing.
Because that's still up.
I have 4 heals with it. I don't remember how many we did.
I think you used them all for Kulkras.
Oh.
Kulkras, go ahead and I don't know if it was used or not, but see if you still have the revival gem in your inventory. If
That's
not,
a good
go
question.
ahead
Did I
and-
delete it? Well, he would have it in his hand now, so it would go to
Oh yeah,
Well, I
so
did back
you guys can.
I think we
decide
put
what
the
to
extra one in my inventory. The one that I think Shiima had initially.
do. Salic, I believe.
Okay, yeah. We added that to mine then, so you can take the one that you had originally.
But what about you, Kulkras? What did you do to piss off the gods?
They said you were taking too long, so
You guys need to pray more.
You're
To who?
Muhammad or pray. Preferably.
Now you're just throwing biases toward us.
They're gonna be like, those aren't real words.
Those gods aren't real.
Is Ray the one that made you so pointy? Or is that the Dawn Father?
Okay.
You have to be determined.
I think I
Gather out of Melora like the Manticore did.
Oh, Laura, that drink is terrible. Have you tried it? It tastes like shoe shine.
Tastes like peanut butter and ass.
off the pickle.
In no particular order.
Off to the side, you see the slightly melted remains of Saoirse.
What the hell was this gem called?
Revival gem, I think.
That's what I thought. Maybe I'm spelling revival wrong.
Orlin, the ceiling is leaking zombies and Saoirse too, it looks like.
Was it just one door down here?
There's two doors. One that is closest to the ladder, which is closed, locked, not trapped, and a secondary door that had opened up, and that's when the three acid lobbing skeleton came out. But it looks like they closed the door behind them.
Oh, they did. I'm like, wait, no, the door was shattered.
I would go to the door that they opened and just kind of.
Is the
Take
revival
a
gem
peek.
classified as a wondrous item?
Probably. It is a homebrew item.
Oh. Yeah, I was spelling it right. It said it, to be fair, it's saying I can't pull up anything.
Okay. Vaxxus, you go to the second door in the hallway, and you see that the door is closed.
That was the one that came through, correct?
Correct. It looks like they closed the door while having combat with you guys.
Are they all dead now, or still got some upstairs?
They're dead, I guess.
Yes, they're all dead.
Are they dead?
Looking over the corpses, you see the corpse of the head. What you can assume is the head dwarven priest has like their body is down here. The three skeletal dudes, most of their bones have been like broken under the weight of Vaxxus's hammer. The zombies from upstairs are just a big cylinder of dead meat in this corner ladder situation. But you don't hear any groans or noises from other places, so you assume, for now, that you're fine.
Did the priest have like an iconography of Moradin?
Make a perception or investigation check.
I go to reach for the handle door, and then I say out loud,
Maybe we should take a break first. This place is
I would
treacherous.
I would appreciate it. My ribs just got back into place.
He does wear his robes. Absolutely have like the faded. He's wearing old robes. Faded iconography of the Allhammer, hammer stuff, iron stuff, smelting, lava, that sort of thing. You also see that like just his wrinkly body, like very decrepit, very dried. One of the main things that are out of place is this little orb that's sort of like rattling around inside of its skull.
He's lost his marbles.
nice.
Just resetting my
I'm going to take a break, fellas, and I take one of the little zombie corpses and I use it as kind of like a pillow and just like lay down on the floor for a
But they
minute.
all turned to dust.
Oh, I thought they were still like.
I thought the only one
You
that was
say
there
that,
was
he
the...
said there was a giant cylinder of meat, so I don't know.
Oh, you're on that side. Okay, cool. Not a problem. Just there's like the sound of like a fart. That's like the gentle removal of some sort of gases that have been stored in one of these bodies for probably a couple hundred years. It's not a fun smell.
This is why you're always stinky, Vaxxus.
This is how we don't attract attention. No one wants to be near me.
All right, so it looks like a short rest is happening. What is everyone else doing?
So how often do you guys actually physically talk to the gods?
Seems like every night lately.
Like you've had full conversations?
It's usually them talking at me.
I actually stopped wearing all the pendants because they wouldn't leave me alone.
They?
Yes, like all of them. Like I said, I'm the god's favorite. I don't want to be their favorite, but it's like I don't have a choice.
I had a conversation. She was kind of disappointed because I got mad at her because I died.
You get mad pretty often. I think it's part of your power, Kulkras.
Yeah.
How'd the conversation go?
Well, I'm back.
It's true. We did have to use the gem.
Does he have any like healed over scars or something where the ribs got fixed?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
I was gonna say I would assume so with all the damage we. I just had to reset my tablet. Just want to make sure a fresh start. Maybe that was the issue. We can continue. I don't.
Well, it seems like it was a good talk. You're back in one piece anyway.
Yeah, it was a bit unnerving because usually it's them just staring at me. And then, of course, the one dream where she got angry at apparently you for not doing the book quest faster.
We had kids to save.
It was also really weird, too, because you don't worship her, right? You're the dragon.
Yeah, I don't worship Ayun or Moradin, so.
Maybe it's like a frat house. Hey, my guy's not working fast enough. Get your guy on it.
While we take a short rest, I'm going to spend a spell slot to resummon Saoirse.
The partially melted remains of Saoirse, now a large figure in this narrow hallway. Over the next, that's 10 minutes, right? Or 1 minute?
1 minute.
And do you have to use a spell slot, or can you do it as a ritual?
Oh, a spell slot?
Okay.
Spell slot is used over the next minute. It's kind of like watching a partially melted balloon of Saoirse reinflate and reform, and like re-solidify themselves. But within a minute, like reverse melting claymation, you bring Saoirse back in their full manticore form, and they knock you down and start licking you with their like very human-like face.
There she is. I scratch her behind the ear.
The gang's all here. See, nobody can die. This is too easy.
Saoirse is taking up a lot of space in this hallway, just so you know.
Look,
Getting past her is
you
gonna
die
be
and come
difficult.
back. Wait. No, wait. We don't know that part of your backstory, do we?
I think I told you guys at one point. Pretty sure.
Well, I think that mage kind of let it go, too. Not like details, but like...
Depending on who was eavesdropping, I guess, in the last episode before that. Your perception's like base 19 or something, just standing there.
Through the roof.
You have your permanent tinfoil hat on at all times.
Apparently not enough because you triggered a zombie trap.
Kulkras, while you are also having this short rest, the ghosts, the spirits of the dwarves from the upper part of the church start to like come down into this hallway.
For fuck's sake.
They're just sort of there, like eyes vacant, mouth open, arms and legs just sort of like fade off into nothing, and they're just sort of there.
Is Kulkras the only one that sees them?
He is the only one that can see them.
Okay.
Ghosts are back.
You have to be more specific.
Not the ones that we killed, the ones that you can't see.
The maggot eye is also back, and it's just taken in the space.
I still haven't gotten an explanation of that weird bug dream. Kind of looked like that one.
What was the bug dream again?
I forget how it specifically went, but I'll read.
The dream involved just seeing a world and almost like a cosmos. Like I'm on a planet with trees and stuff. I'm looking at a moon, and beyond that, a star, and maybe like another planet that has rings on it, and everything I see is made of worms. And they're all feeling the exact same thing, which is frustration. Like a single consciousness of, ugh.
You got anything about that? You got in your books? Fancy
Like a religion roll?
Yeah, make a religion roll.
18.
18. There are many pseudo-gods, lesser idols and entities who would claim to be gods. There was one. It's such a like offshoot of an offshoot of an offshoot. So just the fact that you kind of remember this is impressive.
Impressive.
The only thing that comes to mind is a name, and for some reason, like a great mass of worms is associated with this names in a religious sense. But that's really all you remember in this moment. And the name is Kyuss, Kyuss.
I'll relay that information. Kyuss?
Yes.
Was that part of orc school?
Definitely not.
I don't know who the hell that is.
I knew you were still some kind of nerd to have all that magic with your muscles, Orlin.
Wizard school, they teach you.
Why'd you extend the M on that? Magic.
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 Oh, magic.
Magic. A short rest.
While I'm angry at the gods and everything, D&D Beyond, will you fix your goddamn inventory management system?
Yeah. A short rest is completed. All right.
I'll just have to forcibly add it on the actual internet-based page of it instead of the app.
I'll try to add it on my end, but
You probably will be able to if you're doing it through the actual internet, not the app.
while I'm doing that, what are you guys up to? Hanging out in this hallway, corpse pile on one end, bone pile at the other, two doors in this hallway.
While we're taking our short rest, I'll do some calisthenics to stay loose and use my tireless again to get my temporary hit points.
There you go.
I can find it on my sheet. There we go.
I'm going to use all but 2 of my hit die just to get it back. Because our thing is we get them all back at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah.
I gotta remember to do multiple long rests when we do this, just so it
Yep.
resets all of them.
For some reason, I had to reset all my hit die because we did take a long rest
Because
last time and it didn't record.
The normal way of doing it is you only get a certain amount back. We're doing it as a rule set that all of them. Yeah.
Somewhere.
Okay. Reset your app. You should have it in your inventory now.
Okay. Just waiting for the dice to finish rolling. Okay. I'm at 77.
All right. So, what does the fist do now?
Check for traps.
Sure. Which door do you want to check for traps for? The first one or the second one?
a lot of choices.
Or just one at a time.
Yeah, I was gonna say one at a time because we'll probably go through both of them. We don't know what leads to where.
Make a perception or investigation check.
It's my investigation. Because perception is just looking at it.
There's them right now.
Like, I gotta get more tea. That's the problem. It's not bad. It's 21.
21. All right. The first door is closed, locked, but not trapped.
This really doesn't count for magical boobies, though. Check the other door.
Okay. Perception or investigation.
Yeah, investigation. It's not as good, but definitely not as good. 11. No,
11.
10.
10.
10.
Okay. This door is closed, not locked, and even with a 10, you can tell that this door has a trap attached to it. I will say, sorry, go ahead.
This is the one they came out of?
This is the one that they came out of. I will say, because you're able to notice it on a 10, it's a very simple trap. It's a very rudimentary trap.
The Home Alone trap.
It is a Home Alone trap. It is a Home Alone.
They got paint
style.
cans.
You don't know exactly what it does, but it's probably like a very simple.
Which stat is the remove trap?
It's probably just a very simple.
Dex probably.
Yes, it would be Dex.
Okay, just the Dex check.
Are you ready to give up? Have you had enough pain?
I would equate this to lock picking if anyone is trained in that.
All right.
You are. You want it?
Fucking sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, there's no
Are these
picking
doors made out of wood?
They are.
Orlin, Hugh.
Do that on the first one?
We do that on the locked one.
Yeah.
Locked one wasn't trapped.
Did we get experience for killing doors?
One way to find out.
I'll wait till you try to disarm us on that.
What? Oh yeah, your Dex is horrible.
No. No. Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, I will try to disarm the trap.
Okay. Slide a hand check.
This is a first for us.
Little barrel getting hit in the neck with a dart.
I'd buy it. 11.
11.
Let him over by the meat zombies.
Oh wait, yeah, these are still skills too, so I don't have to worry about my bane.
You open the door slightly just to like see a tether that is attached to the top of the door. It's not like a really thin like thieves fishing line trap stuff. It's just
It's
like
literally a rope.
It's a piece of string.
Oh.
But you try to like catch that string before it could detach or do whatever. Unfortunately, the DC was 12. So
That's fair.
So this like ancient piece of twine, just like one edge just turns to dust as the door opens, and in the far corner of this room, you hear the breaking of vials and some hissing noises. Do you enter the room for further to see
No.
what's happening?
If nothing's hit me at this point, I'm like, nope.
Alright, you just.
You gotta reclose the door. Nope, not today.
All right, we reclose the door.
When Kulkras doesn't explode, I take you and heck down the first door.
Full Jack Nicholson on this door. You break down the door. Do you enter the room?
I'll peek through the hole first.
Okay.
Here's Orlin.
Big perception check through the door hole.
If someone's on the other side, I would have made it even better.
14.
14.
No.
This room appears to be a storage room of some sort. There's a lot of like There's a lot of just things in this room. There's like boxes, like wooden boxes of trinkets, of gold, of clothes, and that's when you realize, oh, the corpses upstairs didn't have any possessions. This is probably where they went.
This is the storeroom.
You also see a small collection of books.
I still haven't gotten up yet, so I'm just lounging on my pile of corpses, I guess.
I'll step in and look through the books to see if any of them look like what I'm looking for.
Some of these books are like handout Bibles for the Church of Morden, but at the very bottom there is you find a book of names. You find a census of the hundreds of people who used to live in Dusthaven proper. So you do find that. That is the book that the Archmage Aelin was looking for, but this does not appear to be your divine charge.
I will grab that one, but I'm not going to touch anything else in the room.
Okay. Yeah, looking around the room, you basically see I'm not going to have you roll inside. This room is filled with the looted remains of the dead upstairs.
Does it look like this stuff was moved recently or hundreds of years ago, or like is there an inch of dust around? Or?
I will say there's definitely dust.
Okay.
Looks like this happened hundreds of years ago. Kulkras, what are you doing?
Wondering what happened on the
D&D
other side of the door. Well, that too.
Okay.
I've reloaded the full thing and everything. It still hasn't appeared. But we know I haven't.
All right. Well, how long do you wait until you go back inside after you hear the sound of glass breaking and the sound of hissing noises?
I'm gonna take this time to start working on the second short rest, and I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Death Ward on Kulkras and me.
What about second short rest? Okay, no problem.
Did this door latch when I closed it?
No.
Okay, so here's what I want to do then.
Sure.
I'm going to step away from the door, and then using the very edge of it, I'm going to use a javelin to open.
Alright.
So I'm outside.
Take a javelin, you push the door open.
I'm off to the side of it. I'm not like doing it
Gotcha.
in case whatever it is bursts out.
You push the door open with your back to the wall next to the door. You push it open, and then 5 tentacles come out. No.
Shiima.
You
Put it away, Vaxxus.
there is a smell that comes out of the room. Make an intelligence check.
You know I could have had Todd do that, Kulkras.
Well, then why didn't you?
You seem so gung-ho to rush back to your death again. I don't know.
Well, how often do I get to use the javelin?
I didn't know you had a javelin.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, some voice somewhere says.
Oh, okay. Well, now we do the natural 20. Plus 0.
Nice.
All right, natural 20. You smell the familiar smell of acid. And now, specifically, acid on parchment.
I have some bad news. It's not a good smell. I think your book is burning.
I charge in.
Gosh.
Orlin, you charge into the second room, and you see like this very rudimentary trap where if the door was open, 2 bottles of acid would fall on a pile of books at the far end of the room, and they have like almost completely melted through a number of them. In this room, you see various, almost like a workstation of various like religious iconography, Bibles, books, paintings, portraits of the gods, but you also see like various symbols on the wall, which looks like a 5-pointed star that's being like dragged down, so all of the points are like pointed upward in a way, with a iconography of an eye in its center. Where in this space do you investigate first?
I'm gonna run right up to where the acid's pouring, and with my shield arm, I'm gonna bash the top layer of stuff off.
Okay.
Just sweep it off the table, so it doesn't damage the stuff underneath.
Okay. The acid's been burning for a bit. Make a roll initiative, essentially. See if you're faster than the acid.
Those tough books.
11.
Natural 1.
Natural
All
one
right.
for the acid.
Fast as fuck, boy.
All right. So,
Our last combat we weren't.
so the acid has been burning a little bit. I will say it's been burning at least half of like whatever top layer of books that are there. But like the second and third layer of books, you're able to pretty much save. So that happens. What's everyone else doing?
Man, are these the banned books?
Just sitting there like, who booby traps a book?
Like some Shiima would do.
I'm still just laying on the corpses. Fez, I'm taking a break. I think you got this covered for now.
No, it's an internet. It's the internet search history. That's why they're burning it.
Getting melted, yeah.
Hit every issue of Short Stacks.
You're a liar. Don't ever joke about that, Orlin. That's precious, non-replaceable material.
The corpse of the priest.
Yeah, there's just a corpse that's just buried under a pile of spud and you're just dead.
Worth it.
Why is there so much baby oil in this room?
Surprised that didn't light up in flames.
Start looking for the book then.
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, you got a death ward on you for 8 hours.
4.
4.
If we also want more tea too, there's more in the fridge. So we can put it. I got you.
There's a lot of books here, a lot of parchment, written in various languages.
Damn it, we can't read.
In the moment, like, even though you've had an hour short rest, I would say that Orlin is experiencing a little bit of like an adrenaline high of like, man, we just survived a bunch of zombies. Oh shit, some books might be burning. So you're kind of like reeling from the adrenaline a little bit, trying to calm down, and it's not working yet. Kulkras, what do you do?
I don't know what he's looking. I don't know what book he's looking for. So I just kind of.
Do you enter the chamber?
Yeah, I'll enter the chamber.
Okay.
What are we looking for?
Book of Worries. I'm assuming it'll be written in Dwarven.
Good.
Yeah, you look pretty worried over there, Orlin.
Good. I can't read that.
In the dream, do I remember if it had like what the did it have hinges or was it colored a certain thing?
What the
or-
cover look like?
Make an insight check.
22.
You feel fairly confident that this book is in this room. Other than that, you're not exactly sure what it is.
It's here. I can feel it.
Kulkras, would you like to make an investigation or
I look
perception check?
You know what? I'll make a perception check. Since we grew up with the dwarves, I could probably locate.
How do you feel
Books that I
about
can't read.
Orlin? I yelled down the hall. Are you rubbing it against yourself or something?
Never gonna find out there, meat man.
More for me.
Oh, that's why I stopped.
The deadbeat meat man.
Let's see. This is still a skill check, so I'm not using Bane.
Correct.
Okay.
You are still Bane.
That's what I assume.
But yeah, Bane doesn't do checks, just attacks and saves.
Rude of them. Alright, so perception to find dwarvish books. 18.
18. You see a lot in this room. Because you got that big vision good going. You see books that have they're covered, tampered with, like the Bibles of books have cuts along the sides and edges, and it looks like it's being fiddled with in some way. You see this weird 5-pointed star symbol that it's a little odd, but you can't quite place in the moment. You find books of various religious denominations, not just Moradin. It almost looks like there's one of each here. And next to it are other books with various passages and scripture written in common.
Oh, like written in dwarvish, I can't read that.
Whether it's a translation or an edition, you're not sure, because some of these books, this is just a very cursory glance of information that you're getting.
Do I see the symbol of our friends? The pathway or whatever?
The Order of the Great Path?
Yeah.
I will say you do not see that symbol on an 18. Whether or not that symbol is actually here, who knows? But you do eventually find a book on one of the far side tables that the acid did not adhere to, and there is you do see Dwarven script on its thick spine. Do you read Dwarven? No, you don't know what it says, but you clock that book.
Aha! I don't know, it's dwarvish, I can't read
Take a
it.
look at it.
The front the title reads Confessions.
Sounds
And
dirty.
Concessions.
Confessions. And do you flip through it?
Yeah.
You flip through it, and it is evident that the church here has a list of people who have confessed in the confessional booth, and there are notes on the side that specifically says so and so adultery, and then there's a number written to it.
5 times?
Like a 1 through 10 number. And there's another one, thievery, 3.
Left-handed.
Blasphemy.
Damn for
7.
all eternity.
Blasphemy, 7. Insider trading, 10.
Yo.
What?
Must be a...
You feel that this is
We gotta
probably the Book of Worries that you're looking for. It is a book of listed confessions of the people of Duskhaven, recorded in this book.
Do I know if that's a normal tradition of Moradin followers to keep track of confessions like this?
Make a religion check.
Dirty 20.
the filthiest.
Strictly speaking, this is not allowed under any of the 12's followers. You're not supposed to keep records of what is meant to be said in confession. It is like a sacred thing that is only meant to be shared between like confessor and confessee.
Confidential information.
Very confidential. And you start to put like some other things together. This sect of Moradin's worship they're doing something very, very explicitly different than what the church expects them to do. And it's definitely rubbing you the wrong way.
Is it that one?
I think this is what we're looking for. Do I recognize the eye with the melted pentagram?
Make a religion or arcana check.
I'll do religion. What they're the same score? 19.
19. Similar to the Order of the Great Path, the Order's symbol appears in places and people don't know why. People don't know where it comes from or what it's supposed to be alluded to. Like the fact that you know that the Order of the Great Path exists and are able to connect that organization to this symbol is a really big deal. This symbol has a similar vein of secrecy, but it's one of those things that's like, oh, these guys,
This dick.
this motherfucker. You recognize this symbol as something that the churches tend to keep an eye out for. It is a organization that loves to embed itself in various portions of government, of business, entertainment, and even religion to try to like cultivate their own cult.
My God, it's a cult?
And as you look at the symbol, you realize it's not a star. It's a hand with an eye in its center. You've just stumbled upon a secret, hidden sect of the cult of Vecna.
Oh, was like it's Starro? Or what was that stupid starfish, alien starfish from DC?
Yep, you got it.
Starro?
Yeah, good news and bad news. Think we stumbled on a sect of Vecna?
What's the bad news?
Well, that was the bad news. The good news is I was initially not going to let us loot this place because it was a Temple of Moradin, but since it's not a Temple of Moradin, it's a Temple of Vecna, I think it's fair game.
Orlin? Fuck him.
Are we where you're supposed to be?
Yeah, we got the thing I was looking for.
Oh yeah, I totally spaced. In the back of in the back of this room, you also see like this weird like almost glass like structure. It's like a very fancy obelisk that's only like this tall, made of like green glass, and it is actively glowing.
I feel like we would have noticed that first.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's there.
We're all sitting there like, look what we found! Wow. Wow. What the hell is that?
Kulkras poke it.
Thought it's like it.
Yeah. I think I've done enough today.
Vaxxus, at the mention
You
of
got death word. You got death word.
Vaxxus, at the mention of Vecna, do you react in any way?
I just shrug.
Okay.
Doesn't surprise me.
You're
He's the master of secrets after all.
sitting there. It farts again. That stupid guy would be here.
Kulkras, you realize that the eyeball is taking particular interest in that glowing thing, that glowing obelisk in the corner.
Oh, that eyeball. I'm like, the wall is looking at it
Yeah,
now?
sorry. You're the maggot eye that only you can see.
Vaxxus is just very disinterested, so I'm just waiting for my second short rest.
Gotcha.
I'm going to pick up one of the like half-melted books and gently toss it at the green thing.
You're like poke it with the stick.
Nothing happens.
Get the javelin back out. Is it? You said it's glowing green. Can we see in it, or is it just like a solid green?
Make a perception check.
Makes me think of like some caveman poking at something I've never seen before.
First of all, that's all we are right now. Our intellect is gone.
Saoirse's the smartest one in the party again.
You said perception?
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of Saoirse being smart, I don't know if you intended this, but with the armor, it said the wearer can speak Abyssal. Saoirse doesn't normally speak, but can she speak Abyssal now?
Yes.
I can't understand it, but
I'll allow it.
Crap, I got
12.
deep speech, not a missile. Damn.
12.
12. All right.
So close.
Even with the 12, like you try to see what's going on. It looks like some sort of green glass blown, four-sided, like long pyramid structure.
Not another pyramid.
Like
I've seen this
long.
scheme before.
Just get in here and banish it.
You look inside of it, and you see a number of these little motes of light inside that sort of just drift.
Orlin, cover your butt.
I will say,
roll for clinch.
I will say specifically, you see 12 motes of light inside.
The lightning ones were yellow, weren't they? Not green.
They're more like blue.
But the big crystal thing that they were all in?
Yeah, that was yellow.
Okay.
Orlin,
Yes.
how many gods are there?
12. Well, 12 real ones. Everybody else's poses.
Everyone else is fake.
At
Does that seem relevant? There's 12 lights in here.
that point, Kulkras, you see that like multiple of those ghost figures are starting to like coalesce in this
How
room,
did 12 of them?
and they're all looking at the obelisk thing.
Oh, are there 12 ghosts?
Now that you ask, yes.
Oh, well, you just said there was a gaggle of them, so I'm
Well,
like, whatever.
yeah, I know.
There's many
I
ghosts
figured
and
someone
zombies,
would
right?
ask. Like, wait a minute, how many ghosts? Well, we got there.
Well, now that Orlin mentions it, how many zombies were there?
12. Not including the 3 that were already down here and the priest.
Does that seem relevant?
Yes.
Can we leave it here?
Can I make a Arcana check to see if I know of anything like the souls being tied to a gem or something?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Do they turn hostile?
7.
Hard to comprehend right now.
I feel like if we break this, it'll set them free.
Wait, can I phone a friend?
Yeah. You got your page ready?
Page Ascending has limited amount of words or
25 words.
25 words.
That's not they pooping.
That's a different series. Yeah, I'm gonna ask the ghosts.
Come up with your own thing.
I'm gonna phone our mage friend, since he's the one who asked us to come down here for one part of this anyway.
Okay.
What's his name again?
Aelin.
You try to speak.
Aelin Weiss.
I'll use the page and ask Aelin, seeing 12 ghosts here, found green tube, 12 lights. Will set free if break. That's 15 words.
Is that all you say?
I think that covers it. Green tube, 12 ghosts, 12 lights.
Alright. First he's going to make an intelligence check to decipher what you told him. Okay. Now he's going to roll to... Now he's going to make an Arcana check. Good.
He's like, what the hell?
Because he rolled a natural 4 to understand what it is that you're trying to tell him. If you find yourself in a place that has some sort of contraption holding spirits of old, absolutely, you should go smashing. Don't die. Good luck.
He says you should go.
smash it.
I grab it and check it against the opposite wall.
You grab it, you check it, and you just chuck it.
Yeah, against the opposite wall.
Sure. Make a
He told me to
make a strength check.
He basically told me to break it, right?
Oh, yeah.
16.
16. This
Unless it's
this
athletics.
you pick up this large thing of glass. You would imagine it would weigh a decent amount. It doesn't, but you throw it against the wall, and there's just like on a minor explosion of light as these 12 motes.
I'm blind.
Kulkras, you watched as these 12 motes find one of the ghosts. Like one boat goes into the ghost, and when that happens, these ghosts appear to you, Orlin and Vaxxus. There's a couple ghosts just hanging out in the hallway. They just appear in front of you.
How's it going, friends?
As you hear a glass shatter in the other room.
And you're laying on their body.
The ghosts go from these like classic like vacant eye socket, open mouth, like faded vision of themselves. Now they sort of coalesce as probably like a lighted version of what they were right before death. You see like a dwarven farmer, a dwarven child, an elderly dwarf, like families and friends of, but now they are dead and they are ghosts. And
Cover your butt.
in Dwarvish, they
Yeah, no, whatever.
Orlin, you hear them say, "Oh, we are finally free. Trapped after so long, we can finally move on. Thank you. Whoever you are, thank you. If you can, leave this cursed place, as we are." And you watch as they just float up into the air, and they are gone.
I didn't get any of that.
So, like, yeah, like, they just appear, like, sunken, and then they appear as, like, normal ghost people. They say some gibberish, and then they just float off into the sky.
You're welcome.
That is exactly how Dwarvish sounds to anyone else.
This is pretty standard for a typical afternoon, right, Orlin?
Yeah,
That's what I figured.
we saved the day. Or millennium in their case.
Great. How do we get back?
There was gold in that closet in the other room.
Oh, right.
So I was looking at that. I thought I could teleport us to Magrush, but I can teleport us to Calendar Keep, so we have like about a day's
We
travel.
could do Aelin, can't we?
I don't know if you can get us to the Magrush. I guess
He had
if we
one
contact
of
him.
his quest items.
He did before.
He did teleport you guys to Magrush before, so...
I guess we contact them with some other gibberish meshes that you sent. So.
Hey, we got your book. Port us in.
I also want to look through the book on the Platinum Dragon and Ray that has the footnotes in them.
Sure. Go ahead and make a...
I'll just grab, for now, I'll grab them and put them in my backpack.
Okay.
Do we have a way of finding if these items, if any of this gold is cursed? I feel like after the last time we took a bunch of items.
You gotta be more specific than that. Are you talking about
Mummy,
under the mummy
Up in the pyramid,
yeah. Yeah, that's where weird stuff started happening, I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like we just purified this place, though.
Orlin, make an insight check. Kulkras 2.
This gold is super cursed.
I was gonna say, don't count on me.
You said insight?
Yeah.
Better than him, but still kind of bad. 11.
11. All right. So the book of actual like clandestine confessions that was left out in the open. but some other books were like intentionally rigged to be burned away. Seems like an ill understood measure of importance that some of these cultists place on some of their information. Like we're not gonna burn this one, but we're gonna burn this.
How come the acid vials weren't meant to drop on the person who opened the door and meant to go after the books?
I'll look on what's on the desk or table.
It's called covering your tracks, Kulkras, when you're not trying to keep evidence of some things you're not proud of around.
I bet it's the complete collection to short stacks.
You're just trying to get me to stand up, and it's not going to work.
Orlin, you make your way over to the rack of tables and books that were initially burned by acid. I would say like the top books, maybe the most important. They are like halfway burned, but there are pages that still exist if you choose to interact.
But he
with them.
pushed those books off, though.
Right, you push those off to the side, and they are no longer melting.
Just the floor.
Should we just grab this pile and then go through it when we're in a safer location?
Yeah, we should do that and probably gather other stuff.
How much stuff can you fit in that bag?
Get up and I'll show you.
I'm taking a break.
Alright, you guys gather the stuff up and use the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Put pile of books in bag of holding.
I'll refill the iced tea.
And I'll also look through the hoarded treasures in the closet.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Kulkras, do you want to help me?
I'll help you.
Okay.
At this point, I'm AFK because I'm still waiting on another short rest.
18.
18. Go ahead and roll 4 d20s.
Man.
Total them or?
Total.
36.
You find 360 gold pieces
Not bad.
in this storeroom. And go ahead and roll 4 d100s.
Total them or separate?
Separate.
So how much of it's cursed?
32 and 17.
32, 17.
75 and 38.
You also find a handful of trinkets. You find a knife that has the name of like a dwarven family on engraved on its handle. You find a random glass orb, not like a corked bottle, but just like a full orb that has some sort of like swirling smoke on the inside of it. It's like a purple orb with black smoke. Looks pretty. You find a full set of bones. You're not like really clean. You're not exactly sure why they're there, but you find some. And a single parchment of a very lewd depiction of a female goblin.
Goblin
Are you gonna make that an item in the
Nope. I'll let you do that.
D&D?
Art coming soon?
Art coming, baby. At Vartico, we got one more for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I don't know who drew the short
Eddie.
stacks the first time.
Got emphasis on the... never mind.
I hand that one to Kulkras as we're rifling through this.
Ooh la la.
Here's your treasure, Kulkras. We're keeping the gold.
What the
get one or the other. You can't have both. So.
If we just want to divide the gold, that's 120 each.
Works for me.
Very convenient. It splits up that easily.
Right? Thanks to John rolling so evenly over there.
You're welcome.
Did you hear the rest?
It's very
Knife with the Dwarven family name on it, a glass orb with smoke in it, a full set of clean bones, and goblin horn. Well-made goblin horn. It's artistic.
It's signed.
I still think it would have been funnier if there was a corpse underneath like a pile of those books. Does it look like it's smiling? Yeah, maybe a little.
So one of the ghosts before they leave, don't look under the pile.
It tries to reach for it as it goes away.
I will say at this point, the secondary short rest has finished.
Hey, all right.
As you guys hang out in here over the next couple of hours, what is your method of egress? I will say that on the first floor, there is like a main front door of the church, but that door was like open and just piles of sand were coming out of it.
Wait, should we leave now? Are we gonna get buried again?
I finally stand up and I do kind of take a sniff of myself. I go, maybe Orlin is right. And then I just say, hey fellas, can someone get us out of here? Like, Aelin, maybe he can do it? We still need to go back to Magrush.
I don't think he can port us. Can you port us to him? Should we say that we're on our way?
We have something he wanted, so he should be helpful for us.
I guess I begrudgingly start to do the magic circle to go to Aelin's tower because it's using my expensive reagents.
You just got a pile of coins.
Let him know that we're coming.
I think it
And
costs.
a set of bones if you want.
I think it costs 500 just for me to use this once.
Oh, 500. That was like 50.
Hold on, I think it's 500. Let me check.
What are you using fancy reagents for? We got the. Oh no, we haven't gotten our bag back yet.
You did.
Oh, we did?
Okay. Yeah, you have.
I have
yours.
the bag powder.
Teleportation, sir.
Should use the bag powder.
Oh no, you're right. It's 50. Take it back.
I was like, God damn.
Well, I need rare chalks and ink, so I can't just use mag powder.
I mean, Mag can supplement that.
All right.
I'm trying to keep
we have a
it
cheat
easy
bag.
for you guys.
We have a cheat bag.
Okay.
While he's drawing that, I want to look around the office with all the books and see if there's any secret rooms.
Sure. Make an investigation or
secret
perception check.
drawers or anything. You said investigation or perception?
Yeah.
I'll
8 again. It's like the first time I've rolled it.
I will mark off that in a second.
You find a random drawer that is just filled with chopped off left hands.
These guys are like more hardcore than those orcs.
And the thumbs.
I'm gonna take off my bag of thumbs or my necklace of thumbs and put it in this drawer.
My bag of thumbs.
Yeah, I want to leave the thumbs here too. I don't
Hey,
wanna...
eat a bag of thumbs.
Vaxxus, do you keep your bag of thumbs?
I didn't know I had a bag of thumbs.
We all have a necklace of thumbs because the sand orcs are weird.
They think that this means gratitude, so giving the thumb is probably like, thank you.
There was something lost in translation.
I
No,
realize
there was something gained in translation.
There was something lost in translation.
I take a moment to think about it and look, and I'm like, yeah, this is kind of creepy. And I take it off and I just, like throw it with the corpses.
Yeah.
If we come across them, I'm just gonna say the zombies ate it, which is technically not.
Well, they haven't saved our lives though. They're gnawing on the thumbs when we made our escape.
Zombies ate my thumbs.
You saved us with these, but please don't cut off the other ones. You need those for gripping.
Yeah, it takes about a minute, so whatever, messing around, I guess. And then portal should be ready when you guys are ready to go.
Close this joint.
All right. Vaxxus, you complete the final bit of the circle, keyed to Aelin's place, and with a loud popping sound, You guys are transported from the cold, dank, ridiculoly foul-smelling hallway of the underground temple to the warm-lit, perfect temperature-controlled opulent settings of the main foyer room of Aylin's Tower. Around you are a number of these blue-skinned figures that
good.
they look a lot like Galvan, but these four are, instead of wearing like robes, they're wearing like full plate mail armor with ridiculously long swords, not drawn but at their sides. And they're just like in the corners of this room, and they all immediately regard you, and then they all draw their blades, and then in unison they speak. Identify yourselves.
Count Orlin in the fist, I guess.
Yes, registered as Count Orlin and Fist. You are accepted. Shing. Welcome to Aylin's Tower.
That's more like it. That's rude, the way you spoke to Vaxxus be drinking.
Light appears in the middle of the room, like a cylinder of light, and whenever the light extinguishes, there is presented the robed form of the elven air genasi archmage Aylin Weiss. Ah, it is good to see you again, Fist. Welcome back to my tower. So, what is this about souls in a jar? What is that?
Where'd you hear that from?
Me. It's like a green glowing tube.
Interesting.
Or a pyramid than a tube.
More pyramid than two. Yeah, that's weird.
I thought so too, so I threw it against the wall and seemed to fix the problem.
Well, that is good to hear. Tell me more of this problem, if you would be so kind. He smacks his staff against the floor, and you are all teleported in the dining room area, where you're all already seated inside various chairs, and there's like a number of these invisible, spectral, unseen servants that are just filling the table with various foods.
I look for an opportunity to refill my booze if possible.
This is definitely a different experience coming here the second time.
Yeah, this is the best experience I've had in the last like 3 days.
Aylin is at the table as well. He's getting he's getting tea from one of his spectral servants. So, tell me, how have you been? It's only been a couple of days, but you seem a lot worse for wear. Where is this Sandcrafter? Are they not with you?
They have some business they need to personal endeavors to undertake.
Understandable.
Oh, we found something you're looking for though, and I will hand him the census.
Oh. He takes the book. So many people were lost in the situation of the original sandstorm that raged along Dusthaven for such a long time. I'm hoping that this will help me find some of their descendants, their relatives that may still persist in this fine future that I find myself in. I truly appreciate it. How fares the old Moradin temple? I hope that it's still standing.
It was standing, but it had been hijacked by the cult of Vecna.
He takes a sip of his tea and
0 out of 10 would not recommend.
And then he doesn't drop it, but he's like, Vecna, you say?
Vecna.
He sets the tea
Saw the
down.
hand in the eye on the wall. They had the pyramid of green souls.
Oh. Well, that's a problem.
Tell me, Kulkras died.
It's fine, we're buddies.
You're
Vecna.
buddies with Vecna. The
Sure.
Whispered One, the Prince of Undeath,
Yeah.
the Undying King made God. You're friends with him.
Yeah, that
Didn't
guy.
he already get that from his snaps?
Uh,
He's like, shit, I don't remember.
It's been a few episodes at least.
It's like, hey, let's shit, man, I was drunk.
Did you recover any? Well, usually when the cult of Vecna rolls into town, it's usually to serve some form of purpose. Were you able to identify what they were doing in this temple?
Pretty sure they're looking for this and hand him the scroll.
The melted ones?
No. Gavel.
Like a deception check.
Hey, look.
Can I help him? Like,
Sure, you get advantage on this.
13.
He rolled a natural 3.
let's go, Orlin.
By the 12.
I started laughing after like he gets a serious look on his face.
Oh. Ha ha.
That was a good one, Orlin. It made up for how shitty our adventure was down there.
He transmutes an exact copy and hands you the original.
It's just my personal collection now.
Wait a minute. Did Aiden pocket that?
No, it's right here. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
Did a dry spell for 1,000 years, got him some slack.
So this is what the future of Arcala is into.
By the gods.
I was directed by the gods to find a particular book. I don't know what the mission of Vecna was.
Perhaps I shall investigate it on my off time. See what
we did. We might take a look at this, and I'll dump some of the books out that we found. The ones that were under the acid.
Ah, yes. Partially acid burn. They're probably trying to cover their tracks. Unique. It will take some time for me to look these over, but if you are ever interested in what the cult was doing, if I can figure it out, I'd be more than willing to share this information with you. In the meantime, you did a favor for me, and you deserve proper reward for your efforts.
Can imagine the back of your mind, Vecna. Shoot my porn.
No, they must not know of my fetish.
They will pay for this.
You will pay for your insolence. What form of reward shall I give you? What would you like? What would be helpful in your endeavors? I will do my best to see what I can do. Saoirse pops up with a big manticore look. Oh my goodness, where did you get one of those?
She was here last time. She just looks a little different.
A little. Good for her.
Where's your booze? All this food and tea? I don't want any of this crap.
Ah, yes.
Vaxxus food.
3 spectral spirits show up. One is holding a jar of wine.
Spirits with spirits, very clever.
One's holding wine, another is holding ale, and another is holding probably moonshine.
I'd definitely go for the moonshine.
All right. It's good.
I don't know, I didn't think this far ahead.
I love the stuff that makes me blind.
Well, if you can't think of a topical reward in this moment, you're always welcome to just stop by, hang out, and
He's bored. You guys want to hang out? I got
Yeah, we'll totally call you, Alan. We need to get have. Yeah.
He's like, I just got the final season of Scrubs.
Have you seen this show called Nip Tuck? It's really good.
That goblin might be in it.
I just started Game of Thrones.
Sons of Anarchy is still going on,
It's
right?
quite the yeah.
What do you mean he hasn't finished the last book? It's been 800 years.
No, he's old, so is the Andy Griffith show still going? Nope.
Happy Days still on there.
Are those motion pictures still in black and white?
What do you mean they have words to them?
What season of Days of Our Lives are they on? Did Skyrim come out again? Okay.
The only other ask we had of you, Aiden, is when we're done here, we need to go to Magrush. If you could send us there, that would be perfect.
Absolutely, I can make that happen.
Wait, do we still have a room? And I'm sure he doesn't want to just port us into the middle of town, and we have to explain that one.
I can teleport you just on the outskirts of town, if that helps.
Either way, who cares?
Oh yeah, because we ported directly to that temple from the other place, so the outskirts.
We're the talk of the town. They'll treat us like conquering heroes.
Can I speak with you privately first?
With me?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you have something to cover my butt? I keep getting possessed.
He slams his staff, and both of you appear on the top of the tower, the magical theater, where it is just you, and the room's aesthetics are keyed to showcasing an unique. Actually, go ahead and make an Arcana or Religion check.
Do Arcana for this one. 21.
This current display is keyed to one of the divine realms. You see an impossibly large mountain surrounded by a silver speckled ocean. This, you believe, actually I don't even know what this place is called.
Do I know what I believe?
You see the celestial heavens, Mount Celestia, and you know that on somewhere on this mountain resides the floating, flying palace of Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon.
This is actually appropriate for the conversation I wanted to have. Yeah, you noticed Saoirse went through some changes. I did as well.
Yes, I did not want to be too rude, but yes, what's that about? What happened?
Seems to be something with my lineage. I've always thought I was human, was raised as such, and that turns out not to be the case, and I believe our journeys seem to be accelerating the transmutation into whatever my heritage is.
Mind if I attempt to learn more?
Yeah, go for it.
He touches your horn, slams his staff as he casts legend lore upon the entity that is Count Orlin Trinette of House Trinette, and he sees your entire lineage.
Does he have a seizure and pass out?
He's probably actively having like a low ball seizure.
Epic!
He's probably having some sort of thing going on right now. He does. You kind of see what he sees in this moment. You see like line after line after line, generation of Trinettes being told to be on the straight and narrow. Otherwise, if you give in to temptation, if you give in to sin, to excess, then the infernalness of our lineage will start to take root and take shape on the outside. Like the more bad you are on the inside, the more it's going to show with our infernal lineage. It's probably one of the reasons why your father was so against going out and adventuring, because that invites temptation. That's a break of tradition, and that would potentially mean, hey, people are going to realize that we're fucking devils. We don't need that. We got a good thing going here. Stay home. You don't need to adventure. Goddamn.
Goddamn.
You see the lineage going back all the way to Carl. Carl the Red, with his red men. The Emberbloods, the Beastmasters, the Farseers. Seeing them worship, commune, and make pacts with devils of the Nine Hells, in exchange for power and glory, and it's just a wild party back then. And he tries to understand your relationship to the divines, to the infernal, and trying to understand what's going on there. And in this moment, you see that Count Orlin Trinette of House Trinette is not as singular of an entity as one would assume. There is an extension of himself that resides in Sersha. Sersha is just as part of Orlin as Orlin is a part of Sersha. And with the infernal transformation, the abyssal transformation that Sersha has undergone to such a degree, that transferred back to Orlin, kickstarting his own infernal transformation to try to push back whatever abyssal, intrusive energies, essence that Sersha now embodies. Orlin now embodies the exact opposite, where Sersha is more demonic, Orlin is more devil. But in that balance, you are able to keep, there is a weird balance here. One controls the other, one can only exist while the other exists. So there's this weird harmonious balance between the two infernal conflicts of the universe, but finding perfect balance in the entity that is Count Orlin and Sersha. Nothing like this has ever happened before, at least not to anyone's knowledge. So that alone is of significant legendary importance, and should definitely be written in a book somewhere. Hey, this shit can happen. Weirdo. That being said, once the legend lore wears off, you both come to that same understanding. I believe you have your answer.
Just part of it. I know you have. One of the offers you had given us before was to use your transmutation laboratory. Is there any way we could, I don't want to be a monster, and I don't think Sersha does either. Is there any way we could swap the devil for celestial? While retaining the human portion?
That is possible. Yes, I believe that this is something that I can do. However, I will need materials in order to make this work. Unfortunately, I'm running a little low on celestial essence. If you can get a hold of some, I'd say 4 potion jars worth, that should be enough to facilitate the transmutation.
When you say essence, do you mean blood?
It could mean many things. It could be blood, it could be celestial light, the actual essence of a celestial themselves. I believe in this era, the holy city of Vastakal still stands.
Yes.
That place
We all look at the map.
maybe. That place should have some of the ingredients that you are after. However, I'm sure that they will require some sort of trials and tribulations. They don't just hand out angel blood to anyone who asks, even, no offense,
Hey,
someone
buddy.
of your esteemed stature and reputation. But there are others who would be a little more lenient with letting these things go. The Order of Sanjay in the west. They are prolific demon and monster hunters. They are also known to hunt the occasional rogue angelic figure, those who have gone off the beaten path of good and virtue. They might be able to barter with some celestial essence. You'll have to do some sort of task for them, I'm sure, but a little bit less red tape. Those would be the two most immediate methods of gaining celestial essence. If this is truly a transformation that you want to partake in.
Well, that certainly gives me time to ponder it, trying to find those.
And as for your companion, Saoirse, she, as long as she continues to wear the abyssal skin of what she's currently wearing, she will always have some sort of abyssal influence upon her, which will eventually make its way towards you, even if you undergo your own celestial transformation, a fallen angel of sorts. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to look like as an end result, but I figured I should let you know. But, we got time.
Also, I found some trinkets. Can you take a look at them?
Oh, sure. What do you have?
I'll show them the dwarf knife, the glass orb, and the bones.
Ah, nice. Bones. Also goblin bones. Wonder if this is part of the illustration. Oh. It is. That's a layer of morbid I didn't need in my life. But yeah. Okay.
Once you pose, you can never leave.
You do with those bones whatever you wish. As for the others, these are just very lovely trinkets. The ball of smoke, I think, is literally just that. It's supposed to be a decoration, an ornament of sorts. Probably from some lower lord or so someone of opulent wealth. It's a show-off piece, decor. The knife, however. This knife belongs to the Grimtongue family of dwarves. And according to legend lore, this family still exists to this day. They are tellers of dark tales and macabre flavors of history. Most people like to tell tales of upliftingness and happy times. The Grimtongues like to tell darker tales.
Brothers Grimm.
Essentially, the dwarven equivalent of the Brothers Grimm's fairy tale tellers.
The Grimm's brothers.
If you can find the family, they might pay you a ransom for it.
That's all I needed to know.
Oh, and apparently the goblin ladies, her name was Tanya.
Tanya?
Tanya.
Tony?
Taanya. Tanya.
Just imagine this from years ago, so she's like 100 years old. You find her later, and she's like, I'm flattered.
It was fun to picture.
Smoking a cigarette.
Found a picture of your grandmother. Can we see it? It's best you don't.
Tanya slips. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that now, right?
You need this for like a display in your tower or something? I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
I made a copy.
Excellent's like, I have my copy.
I
Thank
have
you.
the bones.
Oh,
I mean, theoretically, I can try to resurrect her with the bones. I have no need to. It's been a couple hundred years. It might not work. It might not work.
You just hear Vaxxus yell for no reason, liar!
You're four floors down. Shut up.
do it, you coward!
There's no judgment here if you need these bones.
What does Orlin and Vaxxus do while this is going on?
Kulkras and Vaxxus?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you do with Vaxxus while you're up there
Alright,
talking?
Kulkras and Vaxxus, what are you doing? Like, you have a hearty meal.
Are the ghosts still floating around?
They are. They're just, like, attending. So you ask it for something, and they'll oblige as well as they can. You can freely explore the tower if you wish.
Do you still have your creepy other things that only you can see following you, Kulkras?
Is that bug back?
Yeah, it's watching.
That bug is still here.
Maybe you should tell Aelin about that. I'm sure he wouldn't appreciate
I
that.
thought we did.
I don't remember. Maybe you're right.
I'll have to ask him about it again when he gets back.
I have some of the moonshine. Yes, maybe we should. What was your name again?
Aelin and Orlin reemerge
I start moving my mouth and nothing comes out.
You need to talk louder, Kulkras. I can't hear you.
So you do remember.
You're right, I do.
You guys aren't going to believe this. This, I show him the skull, is this.
And what do you do with that information?
I don't know. I tried to give it to him, but he didn't want it.
I think your maid is going to be very upset with you when she finds out about this.
This isn't really my style.
I'm not here to judge you. You always seem to be the one that likes to do the judging.
That is true.
So, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here, or would you like to go back to Magrush?
Well,
Let's grab some food real quick.
There's a weird invisible bug that's been following us. Can you see that?
Is it here right now?
Is it here in the room with you right now?
I bet you can't finish that plate before we leave.
He casts True Sight on himself, and he's like, "Oh, yep, there it is." The eye notices him noticing the eye. Weird.
I think we just know that it's following us, and I don't know what it wants.
I have no idea what it is, but only you can see it.
I mean, I got the coat.
Ah, yes, that's right. Well, it seems that entity is bonded to the cloak in some way, or perhaps the wearer of the cloak. I'm not sure. Where did you get it?
In a pyramid from a mummy that we killed and decursed it.
You beat up
You
a
guys-
friend.
You guys go on the weirdest adventures.
You guys are crazy.
I like you guys. Well, it would appear that whoever owned that pyramid still has some sort of connections to it, whether they are alive or not, and they seem very interested in knowing where their spoils are off to. That's unfortunately all that I can say for now. Does it do anything other than watch?
I just It's just always floating by us,
Well,
taking in the sights.
as long as it's not doing anything too intrusive, I'd say that you're in the clear.
See if it reacts to your new lady.
Uninterested.
Doesn't know art when it sees it, that's for sure.
That is a shame. Is there anything else that I can help illuminate since you are here?
I just had one little thing before we go. Can you tell me anything about this mirror? It looks kind of fancy.
You no longer are in possession of that mirror. The succubi took it from you.
Oh yeah.
You can still ask.
Vaxxus, so I had this mirror.
You're Jeremy.
So I'm pretending I'm holding it up, but I clearly don't remember after the moonshine. What can you tell me about this? Like I'm still holding it.
I'm not sure. My eyesight is so bad. Can you create a minor illusion? I think I might be able to see it more clear if it was made of magic.
I do a minor illusion, but it looks like a really poorly drawn, like if a child did it with a crayon.
All right, cool. He's gonna make an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Because I've been drinking. So.
15. Well, yes, that is a magical mirror.
That is right.
But why is this mirror no longer in your possession?
Because I had two douchebags taken away from me.
Then that mirror must have some sort of importance to these douchebags.
Hey,
then.
we did not take it from you.
Okay, which one of you did?
You see me actually thinking about it. That's right, you didn't. Alright, anyway, we can go to Magrush, right, fellas?
Can you teleport us to the Temple of Morden?
Perfect.
I can do that. Very well. He wipes his hands. He grabs his staff. Very well. Well, thank you again for assisting me in my request. I look forward to another visit, and be well, Fist. And you guys are shunted into another space of existence.
I try to grab one glass with me before we go.
Thank you, Dex
Use a
save.
hand.
My hand!
Put the tiny goblin in it.
Dex save. Wait a
Yeah.
minute, do I get banned against that? Hold on.
You
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Good times.
It's going to be a -3.
I wish.
11. You just managed to grab a bottled moonshine as the teleport happens, and that is where we're going to take a short break. So, enjoy these announcements. Don't forget to check out patreon.com/underground initiative, where there's a bunch of cool stuff. Hey, every 10 patrons, I'll wear a wig. Do it.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast program to bring you these interdimensional announcements from the Underground Initiative. We would like to offer our thanks to the people and organizations that help make the Underground Initiative what it is today. Some of the music you're hearing in the background comes courtesy of Midnight Syndicate. These horror music pioneers can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Ask Alexa for Midnight Syndicate, or at their website at midnightsyndicate.com. A big thank you to the one, the only, Kevin MacLeod. Check out the amazing works of Kevin MacLeod, a full-time composer who has published over 2,000 works of musical genius, most of which he's made available for others to use using the Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. His work can be viewed on YouTube and incomptech.com. Thank you, Irutan, for letting us use your music. This amazing savant of Celtic and medieval melodies can be found on YouTube and irutanmusic.com. We would also like to thank Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda for having such iconic and impactful music, as well as allowing for fans to utilize said content in productions like these. Please keep in mind that this is all fan-generated content and is not sponsored or endorsed by Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, or Bethesda. We just really enjoy their content. A big shout out to Derek and Brandon Feitcher. Their amazing compositions can be found on YouTube under Fantasy and World Music by the Feitchers, as well as iTunes, Bandcamp, Amazon, and Spotify. Go check them out. Stringstorm does music, voice acting, sound effects, and more. There's a lot of creative symphonic metal music on their YouTube channel, and most, if not all, of their songs can be purchased at store.stringstorm.info. Various artists and animators were vital in bringing the Underground Initiative to life. We would like to thank Edvartico, who can be found at twitter.com/Edvartico. Sunzaki Kojika. Check out her artwork and content at twitch.tv/Sunzaki Kojika and CJ Emmanuel II. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
And now we're back. So, what? I want to be weird every now and then.
No, you're fine.
Don't weird shame me.
You had a in real life lag spike. I like that.
So,
Lucky you didn't run into the wall.
just walking into a wall.
I've seen those videos. They're pretty funny.
With another similar sensation of being pulled into a new reality, the fist leaves the warm lit interior of Aylin's tower to the slightly cooler stone floor, incense-filled room of the above ground Moradin's temple here in Magrush. The layout is fairly similar to the one that you guys just came from that was underground, but this one is much cleaner.
This is real.
There are lit candles, there are stained glass windows with depictions of like fire, forges, big hammers, and just like a massive dwarf whose facial features aren't exactly clear through these stained glass depictions, but you imagine this to be a depiction of Moradin.
I take out my hammer. Do you see your ancestors? They're beautiful too, aren't they?
There are a handful of folks in prayer that are immediately taken aback by the sudden arrival of you three, and there is a figure at the head of near the pulpit, a fairly tall-looking dwarf, probably like 5'5". He wears simple like silver robes with gold trim, bare-chested with like a little bit of like beard adornments from his like bright red beard.
This place is weird.
Very manly church.
He only has one arm. His left arm is removed from like just above the elbow down. And where the elbow ends, there's like this little gold cuff that sort of like covers the stump.
This church is pretty metal, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, which hands did you find in the temple?
Left.
Really muscular. You recognize this as the head cleric who was presiding over a resurrection ritual at the just outside of this temple a few days ago.
Did he have a shirt on then?
Huh?
Yeah, did he have a shirt on then?
He did not. He was just as muscly. But he holds up a hand. Calm thyselves.
That's part of his religion. He's not allowed to wear shirts.
That would be so awesome.
And the Lord
Sorry.
said, thou must always lift.
The Lord said,
Go ahead. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry.
Who approaches the domain of the Allhammer in such a manner?
Ooh, big B.
I don't know if you want to pick him.
I'm addressing you all, so feel free to speak up.
You already called dibs.
Yes,
It's out of my hands.
yes, my name is Vaxxus, and I have a special book for you. The gods told me to give it to... Pretty sure you're the man in charge,
I
right?
think it's him.
As you can see, we are in the middle of congregation here. My fellow disciples, take five. Seems that these
They all go to lunch.
adventurers have some sort of business.
They all go
with
to
me.
a lunch table.
Are we doing shirts on or off? What's going on?
Shirts or skins?
Well, the
I got
fire.
my shirt half up.
Abs.
Your
Nice.
your armor's half up.
The
How do you fold that?
well,
You count. Make
The-
poses with.
the fires of the forge are blazingly hot, so we usually don't wear shirts at the forge, and for us, the forge is very much a way of worship. So we
Save some
sort
for the
of-
rest of us, man.
Hey, switch over to our side, and you too can be this glorious through our Lord's work.
Dost thou even hoist?
While he's talking, I'm gonna look around and see if I see the dwarf from the vision.
Sure, make a perception check.
I actually don't remember the one I'm supposed to be looking for. I think it's some older gentleman or something.
15.
15. You are indeed looking for an older gentleman, an older orc that
Dwarf?
is. Oh, dwarf.
Get that orc out of here!
Get him out of here. A older dwarf who's missing like a lot of the left side of themselves, like left leg, left arm, probably their left eye as well.
Call
And
him
they sort of like.
No, it's fine. He's all right.
You do not see this individual.
Thank you. Good night.
That's all, folks. Tune in next time when something else
the
happens.
jokes get worse.
No, they're all better from here.
Well, Mr. Vaxxus, what brings you to my humble temple? My apologies. I am Cleric Unan Forgebreaker, head cleric here at the Temple of the Allhammer here in Magrush.
Patent pending.
Well, Mr. Hammer, I have this book that the gods told me to give to you. I think it was. Pretty sure it was you. It's some kind of ledger about the incursion business. They just wanted me to give it to you, I guess, for safekeeping or whatever.
To me, specifically.
Yes.
Interesting. We usually have, we'll revisit this. Do your companions here, do they also bring tidings and...
I am also on a mission from the gods. I have a different book for I believe, a different dwarf.
I think you are probably delivering to the same individual. Let me guess, a hobbled-looking individual, I would say.
In Redmire, we would call him differently abled.
Well, over here we tell it as it is. Hob, you have guests. Off from like a side corner, there you hear like the hard thuds and the sound of like wood on stone as out hops this one-legged, one-armed, old, decrepit looking dwarf. He's leaning on like a crutch. Hey, did somebody call my name? Yes, Hob, it looks like you have some...
Oh no, he's crazy.
I'm sorry.
You did the big mouth voice.
I did the big mouth. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm having a good time.
Hob, it looks like you have some more visitors. Oh, well, thank you, Unan. Don't you worry about it. I'll talk to these guys and we'll be out your hair. We're sorry for breaking up the congregation. That's quite all right, Hob. Do you need the space? I can make myself scarce if need be. Oh, that'd be fine, Unan. If you can give me some water, that'd be nice. Very well, Hob.
A1 voice actor.
Thank you. Enjoy your time. I shall be back.
Is there a Grim Tongue around as well?
No. I don't believe that there are any of the Grim Tongue families here. You would most likely try Vents. I believe someone might be teaching out there.
We're a ways away from there.
At this point, Unan Forgebreaker makes himself scarce, and this Hob comes up, like withered gray hair, withered skin, almost like grayish. He wears an eye patch, and just like where Unan has like these golden embellishments around that which he lacks. Hob just has like simple cloth covering his as he hops gleefully on his instruments that allows him to crutches. I keep forgetting this word. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Well, hello there. My name's Hob. You wanted to speak with me?
Yes, Mr. Hob, I have this special book for you, courtesy of Divine Mission from the Gods.
Oh, that's wonderful. Can I see it?
It's all yours. I don't want to have anything to do with it anymore.
Catch.
Oh no! Hob moves his crutch over to his other side, leans on it, takes the book from you with his old shriveled hands.
Wow, guy.
Oh my! This appears to be a ledger on that incursion what's been going on out there. I can only imagine what you went through to get this, but hey, the gods are pleased. You did a good thing. You should feel good. Why don't you look like you feel good?
Well, we almost died a few times. Some of us did die. It was not the best experience.
Well, hey, usually whenever it comes to doing jobs for the gods, they're not always going to be easy, like baking a pie or picking an apple from a tree. Sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty. And it looks like you did. And the gods are not gonna forget it. I tell you what. I'm sure by the time you go to sleep, the gods will give you a beautiful reward.
I think I might stay awake for the next few days.
Well, yeah, we all pull up potions. Bet if I can fucking help it.
Yeah, we're messing with Shiima. Hey, can we never sleep again?
What about you, sir?
Another mission from the gods. The Book of Woes. I handed him over the Book of Confessions, I think was what was on the title.
You take the book from you. He flips through it. Oh my! It seems like someone was recording some dirty deed back in the day.
Yeah, some other dirty deeds recorded too. If you want to see that.
Oh, you don't sell it.
They weren't very expensive either.
Dirty deeds.
Done
dirty.
That's a mission for somebody else.
I understand.
Oh, dirty deeds.
What about you there, big fella? Do you have anything for old Hob?
Nope, I'm the one who died.
Well, I'm glad to see it didn't last long.
You got better.
It did get better, didn't it? Well, old Hob will just like to say, on behalf of the 12, thank you. Truly, thank you. For through the divines, there is nothing that y'all can't do. And truly, this information, I don't know why the gods wanted you to seek them, but I'm sure there was a reason.
Now get out of here. I'm tired of doing this voice.
No, I can keep going.
I didn't know how strainful it was for you.
No, I can do this for a while. It may flip and go up and down a little bit, but I'll see what I can do to keep something consistent. I don't think so, because I've already changed.
Likewise, I can do this all day.
Let's find out.
Oh no.
On your left.
But if y'all would like, I can...
It was you, dick.
Watched too many movies, sorry, go ahead.
If y'all would like, we can probably have some sort of ceremony here in the temple, just to try to get some sort of connection between you and the gods, if that's what you're looking for. If not, well, that's your prerogative.
I'm looking at you, Orlin. You're the one that's not wanting to look at yourself in the mirror, I'm sure.
I'd like to not be cursed.
I don't think you're cursed, Orlin.
Seems like we've all had a bit of bad luck from the gods lately.
I'll take my hammer and try to burn the charge to cast Remove Curse on Orlin.
Okay.
If he says he's cursed.
He's talking more about the bane.
Oh, okay.
That's just no effect.
Okay, so nothing?
Nothing.
Gotcha. Alright.
You just hit me with a hammer?
Oh, what the hell?
No,
Out with the evil spirits! You use that hammer in the house of the hammer god!
See, it's cool here. They like it.
He's still cursed. Hit him again!
Maybe
Put your back into
a
it!
second time. Do some actual damage to it. Knock it out of him.
I do it again.
Attack roll. Make a full attack roll.
Full attack roll? I just wanted to cast
Yes,
Remove-
Orlin.
No, I just wanted to cast Remove Curse on him, but if you want me to do an attack roll.
That's up to you if you want to or not.
Go ahead and do it. Against Orlin, good luck.
You get the hit.
Don't forget that Bane.
Oh, yeah. Is that right? Well, it might hit. Probably not. No, I don't think a 21 hits. Dang,
Clanks off the armor.
you're so tanky. Holy cow.
Man, that hammer just bounced right off his codpiece.
Why'd you aim there, man? The curse isn't there.
Your armor has to have a weak spot somewhere.
Curses are stored in the...
It's common knowledge. The curse is always pooled at your core.
Well, thank you all so much for delivering these. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Walk in the light of the 12. May your weapons always be forged true and not break upon the shields of thy enemies. So says Morden.
Speaking of weapons being forged true, I actually do have a favor to ask.
I'll see what I can do.
I got this spear that has some really cool abilities, but it's more in junky orcish style. Do you have any abilities to make this look a little bit more civilized?
I mean, I can give it a spit shine, but I don't think that'll do too much.
No, I can hit harder. And I'm better accuracy.
You better be, well, I guess, yeah, did you hear that? What's your perception?
It's high.
It's pretty high. Well, I don't have that many magical capabilities myself, and my abilities to blacksmith is a little bit half-sided, if you know what I mean. But if you go to any of the mechanics that are here in town, I'm sure you'll find someone who is able to make those sorts of alterations. Just tell them old Hobbs sent you.
Will do.
Till we get there, that asshole.
Was there anything else we were supposed to do in town, or can we leave?
That was it.
Oh yeah, Shiima was taking care of the rest. She's got it.
Alright. What does the Fist choose to do here in town?
The fist. Well, Vaxxus starts to draw another portal.
Just in the middle of the church. Hey, no graffiti.
It will go away, I promise.
All right. What does Orlin and or Kulkras do?
I'll stay with him while he's doing it.
I'm starting to do the runes for Devil's Reach. So.
Okay. Kulkras, anything of interest or import that you want to do over at Magrush before
last spell slot for now.
porting out?
I don't think there's anything. Did we need to collect a reward for the children?
I think they were
The
offering-
spear would have been
Okay.
the reward.
Can I make a history roll for the Order of Senji?
Yeah, absolutely.
No rush.
9. One more than I've been rolling.
9. You know that. So the Orders of Sanjay are one of those like not as talked about mercenary guilds. They operate primarily in the West. They're part of the Terran Union, but they don't always call when the Terran Union calls because their mission, they feel, is way more important than whatever the rest of the world thinks that it wants. Like, there's an invading army! We're busy! Like, that's the sort of thing. You're not exactly sure what it is they're ultimately doing, but...
So kind of like the Witchers?
That's like the immediate vibe that you get, but with the 9, it's hard to tell exactly what
Or
it
the
is.
Grey
that they do.
Wardens?
But the
Bob, anything of interest before we leave? Since I have my 360 vision.
yeah, sure, make a perception check at advantage.
Yeah, let's see what people are hiding. What type of lunch meat are they serving at that table that he dismissed the people to?
Nice cold cuts.
Nice cold cuts. 21.
Is everyone in the temple shirtless?
21.
Is everyone in the temple shirtless?
There is a. So there's like a weird grill in the corner that's just like a blacksmith anvil that looks like a grill.
They all sell it.
But they are making bacon on this grill.
Making bacon.
Bacon. They having pancakes with that? Bacon pancakes.
Pancakes.
That floating maggot eyeball is in the room. It is looking at everything. It's looking at the room. It's looking at Hob. It's looking at the real big dwarven dude. It's just taking everything in.
Yeah, that's it.
With the final room for Devil's Reach completed on the teleportation circle, instead of being pulled and shunted into a space, for the briefest of moments, the three of you are surrounded by flames.
Access denied.
And then in like another flame burst, that lasts very, very fast, but you all feel like the intense heat of the flames as teleporting to Devil's Reach is going to have a little bit of thematic fun to it. You are now pulled into a much colder place. The air has a thin layer of fog to it. There's like the sounds of like really badly performed music, the sounds of like
It's all recorders played off key.
It's the song of my people.
the smells. You smell like all of the smells that Vaxxus has smelled like first thing in the morning. You smell that everywhere. There is a thick smell of sulfur about the air.
The whole town is smelly? What?
What?
I'm just trying to understand.
If you want to stank, your whole town stank too.
Look,
I'm just trying to understand.
Devil's Reach is a party city. People are drinking. Almost everyone is a tiefling, so there's going to be like just a generic smell of sulfur, and there's a sulfur mine
that's the
nearby.
smell.
And the state vegetable is asparagus.
Yeah. What about that? It's so hard to wrap your head around.
No, I thought it'd be like a habanero pepper or something.
But you find yourselves in a very like the buildings themselves are almost festive in a way. There are strings of different colored darkened lights amongst the stone and wooden homes and whatnot. The road that you are currently on is this long, windy, curvy red brick road that leads to what appears to be some sort of shore. Behind you, the road travels upward towards a thick forest line, and the people around you are just a smattering of humans, dwarves, elves, but mostly tieflings. And everyone is just going on by their day, and you all look as you are teleported into the main part of this town. You look down, you're all standing in shit.
I hate this place.
It grows on you. We just got unlucky for the travel.
Is there any stuff growing on me?
It's impressive, too, because his armor is self-cleaning.
You're exaggerating, Orlin.
Vaxxus, you believe that this was probably done by some of the locals just to like pull pranks on people who teleport in.
Well, shit.
Yo, like Kulkras said, your armor cleans itself. What are you whining about?
It smells.
It's
a dump.
It's the smell of sulfur. We can't really help it. It's the mine.
You guys stand between two streets. Vaxxus, you recognize this as like 4th Street and 5th Street, also known as Phlegethos and Stygia.
Okay.
Yes, gesundheit to you, too.
Thank you. What do you guys want to do?
It's been a while since I've been home. I kind of want to make the rounds and go from there. I know we might have some business with Relian. There was some kind of thing we arranged with Toefl or something like that. So if there is anything in particular, we could go talk with her. The deal we'd make with her probably wouldn't be along the lines of something we work out with Aelin, but then again, she probably has information Aelin does not.
Information?
I'm losing my my language as well.
Oh, what? You can't do it all day?
Blah, 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 blah.
No,
What's the matter? You losing your touch?
no, I get a little dyslexic too. You have to excuse me.
That's okay.
It's the Italian and Vaxxus slipping out.
Hey, I'm back in town. How's it going?
This isn't how he talks on the outside world at all.
But yes, Orlin, the town has somewhat of a smell, but there's always something to keep you entertained. We have plenty of bars, there's plenty of irreparable establishments. There's, there's the festival area. That's always a big tourist attraction if you want to play carnival games or see a play or visit maybe the fortune teller. Plenty of things to keep you entertained, as I said. There's also the Geistwood, but careful with that, you might get lost.
The what?
Well, it's our native forest. It gets kind of foggy. I mean, maybe that attributes a little bit to the smell too, I don't know. I've gotten so used to it over time.
Well, I guess we'll follow you, because this shit show is yours.
Is it Mingler, the guy that you killed?
Hmm?
Is it Mingler, the guy that you killed? Blackheart Bandit?
Could be.
No.
That was somebody else.
There's some Brit on the stabber.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We're in the Mingler's territory.
Oh, Mingler might be his boss. Or was he just another?
I think they said he's somewhere in the Blight Marsh, which is like
Devil's Reach is Mangler's territory. Mangler's nested out deep in the Blight Marsh,
Which
worth $600.
which is way south.
They must have the whole left side of the map.
Dang. So is this like a Grand Theft Auto thing where we take out all the Blackheart bandits and we get their territory? You work for us now, understand?
Yeah, we could probably work together. Sure.
So, Vaxxus, where do you take them? If you don't know specifically, give me an idea, and I'll try to direct you.
I'm thinking.
Sure.
So, would you fellas terribly mind if maybe I don't know, left you with my sister if she's in town or something?
I'm sure Orlin wouldn't mind.
Don't get me don't get any funny ideas.
I didn't say anything.
All right, there's some other
As soon as you say that,
there's some other business I need to attend to, but if you want to follow me around, I guess I can't stop you. Unless
I don't know what we're doing.
Unless I could drop you off at the festival lane, you can entertain yourselves, but I don't know if we'd all want to go talk to Relian at one point. I just know there's somewhere else I wanted to stop first.
What are you thinking?
Thinking Arby's. No wait.
We're not going back to Arbington. That place is a hole in the wall.
You can't find any notes, but isn't there something about like a pocket dimension, like magic store or something, or tavern?
That's this one.
That would be Club Mask, where devils will open up a portal to this exclusive club for people to gamble, shop, do things in this place that you can't do on the material plane legally. And portals will open randomly in high traffic areas where there's a lot of coin flowing. Obviously, since the place is owned and operated by devils, presumably, it might show up in Devil's Reach often. And currently, one of the moons is going to be perpetually full for a number of weeks. So there's the opportunity to encounter Club Mask here at night.
How do you spell that?
Masque.
That's...
In my note it says Club Mask, interdimensional black market that shows up in cities, shows up during full moon.
There you go.
My God.
So it actually had nothing to do with Devil's Reach. I don't know why it popped in my head.
Hey, it's similar veins. But yeah, Vaxxus, where would you like to take your companions?
Well, I guess maybe we can just go talk to Relian, I guess. If we can find her. I know Tofu said she's...
Make a history check with advantage, since this is your home turf.
Uh, 18.
18.
Yep. Oh my God. I might do something right.
You are on. You're between 4th and 5th Street. Relian's Wicked Agreements is the name of their shop. It is on 2nd Street, Dis Street.
Not that street?
Nope.
Who's on first?
What's
on
on
second?
I don't know, who's on third?
This way, gentlemen. And I start going towards 2nd Street.
All right. Moving your way northward, you guys cross over a number of different streets that cross through this red bricked road. You pass Phlegethos Street, where you see various well-appointed strip malls where there are various symbols of like justice and the scales of justice, and also like scales of justice being held by devils. This seems to be one of the more well-educated streets, where there appear to be like tieflings and whatnot in like as much of a business suit as they can, carrying briefcases and like scrolls of what might be like cases. Like this appears to be like the legal district, if that makes sense.
Don't look so uncomfortable, Orlin. You blend in like the rest of us.
3rd Street has a lot of like really big stone buildings that the outside is meant to look like gold but isn't. This is Minaros, and you see various businesses that look like they sell loans, like loans of gold and whatnot, and probably, but just based off of like a lot of shady characters, probably loan sharks with dire consequences if you don't pay.
You're better off going broke than going in there, trust me.
You also, Kulkras, you notice that there are several, not ridiculously numerous, but there are several invisible imps that are just sort of hanging out and like perched up on top of buildings, playing in like a puddle of booze somewhere. They're just hanging out and vibing. One has like a giant oversized bottle that it's drinking out of. They're just here, part of the ecosystem.
Got one of those souvenir drinking things from a ball game.
I'll get up a little closer to Vaxxus, so I'm whispering in, but what's with the invisible imps?
Kulkras, you make me laugh every time you say that because you know you're the only one that can see them, right?
Yeah, what's with them?
How the hell should I know?
This is your town!
They're probably from the hells, kind of, I don't know, escaping on vacation, just being somewhere not on fire.
What if they work for Tofel?
It's possible. Do you see Tofel in particular?
You do not see Tofel in particular.
Yes.
Well, tell him I said get bent.
As you approach 2nd Street, this street has a more welcoming vibe to it. Various open markets, open bazaars. You see various taverns, room and board. Not necessarily ridiculous amounts of entertainment, but places where people can go to like unwind and chill. There's also places that look to be like information brokers. So if you want to learn something, those establishments will probably be where you want to go. Also, I would like all of you to make insight checks, if you'd be so kind.
My God.
Seven.
Wait, I got Bane against this, right?
Not against
that's
checks.
My bad. Okay. That's a big 5.
5.
13.
13. Okay. Kulkras, you're probably the only one that notices this. Vaxxus either notices this but doesn't care, or is it actively choosing to ignore it. A lot of passerbys are taking like 2nd, 3rd, and 4th glances at Vaxxus in particular and are trying to give a wide berth from him.
I don't think they like you here.
It's kind of a 50-50, depending on who you talk to, but yes. They'll either talk to me or pretend I don't exist.
You famous here?
What's the opposite of famous?
Infamous?
Sure. we'll go.
Infamous.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. I could probably be seen as a harbinger of bad luck, potentially. So, in a sense, it's probably better that maybe you don't mention me if you're not with me.
We're the fist reunited.
All right. If you want to bring around a broken knuckle, I'm not going to argue with you.
Reunited and it feels so cringe. Alright. You also notice that just the general vibe of people just on their day-to-day is tense. Not because of Vaxxus, but everyone just seems like they're hurrying around just a little bit more. There is a heightened presence of Sin Guard and Sin Knights that are just out taking stock, keeping like a leering eye at Vaxxus, but allows you to pass by. There's just a heightened, agitated vibe in here.
Would I know the reason why for any particular?
Are you paying attention?
I'll take a notice of like the increased activity of guards. I guess that seems a little, unusual.
At present, no, nothing really comes to mind.
Fair enough.
But you take a turn onto Dis Street, and you find this establishment, a brick building with red letters entitled Wicked Agreements. There isn't like just a normal door. It has an archway door with infernal scrawlings on it. Vaxxus, you would know that these infernal runes are basically like rules that people agree to, whether they understand the language or not, and once you pass the threshold of these doors. It's basically like
No shoes, no shirt, no service.
kind of like we hold the right to beat you up, steal your possessions if you break if you break proper civil decorum past this space.
All right, so if somebody upsets you, keep it together, all right? They kind of have free reign on the inside here if we choose to be unruly.
I've never been unruly in my life.
Give me a deception.
I think Orlin believes it.
Okay, well,
I think it's mostly you.
okay, that's fine.
Natural one.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I've never been unruly. You've had a guy in a headlock like the whole time since we got here.
How'd that get there? He put himself there.
So do you go inside?
Fireball.
Trying to freak me out. Yeah, I guess I'll lead the way.
Alright. You open the door, and inside you see that the interior space is a lot bigger than the small storefront. You see rows of like lines of people waiting to be received by a teller, and these tellers are all tiny little imps behind like scrolls of paperwork and whatnot. And there is indeed like a number ticker that is like the one in Beetlejuice. It's really long.
That's exactly what I was thinking. When he switches it in the first one with that shaman or whatever, he goes from like 4 to like 4 million or something.
Hey, what are you doing?
Someone, a little imp with a little wooden placard exchanges the last digit on this wooden wall placard that reads number 6,547 now reads 6,548, and then one guy who's like really like just mousy and desperate looking. He's like, "Ah, it's finally my turn." Goes up to the head of the line. There is a front desk
Been
devil
here for 6 years.
who looks up from his like large podium. You see the weirdest looking imp. It is dressed in like fine blue garments with like a ridiculous puffy whatever this is. And this is the first imp you see that has hair. And it has like beautiful, like dirty blonde hair, but with this ugly impish face. And he sort of like regards you. Why, hello there. Welcome to Wicked Agreements. How might I be of service?
Okay, so just out of character, I think we have some like coupons or something we got at one point.
Yeah.
I forget what it was called.
I forgot who made deals originally with TOEFL.
I think all of us except for
Well,
Shiima.
Well, we fulfilled something, and it was like we got some kind of like free deal or something.
Some did, not all.
Salic did, I know.
Salic probably did. You got boots that make you fly. What did Orlin?
I got cash.
Orlin got cash.
I did have a note that Relly might know more about the original Orlota.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me too.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to remember this particular.
I don't remember. I don't know if I wrote it down or if I already got what I was looking for.
Would you have been looking for information at that point in time?
Potentially. Vaxxus doesn't tend to keep track of information very well, as do I. I mean, I try to. Like, I'm starting to organize stuff by place, but there's just so much going on sometimes.
The imp speaks up. Do you have an appointment? Are you expected?
Could you make an exception for the Grave Walker?
Ah, the Grave Walker. One who walks out of the grave instead of in. Interesting situation.
Not my nickname. People gave it to me.
Isn't that how nicknames work?
Sure.
Right.
Can't see if you did come up with it.
Sounds like something Orlin would do.
Well, let me take a look here.
Are you the only one that calls you Count, or does everyone call you Count?
Everyone calls me Count. It's my title.
Insight check. I don't think we've ever called him out on it.
Orlin is really just the servant.
I go with persuasion because I'm in Orlin's mind. He's telling the truth.
You beat me.
Ooh, 21
Yeah, I got it too.
or 22 actually.
Alright, fine. Maybe you're telling the truth, Orlin.
It seems that the boss is only interested in speaking to the Grave Walker if they are accompanied by other members of their traveling companion group, the Fist. Is that who you are traveling with?
Correct.
Very well then. I'll bump you up. I'll let the boss know you're here. In the meantime, just sit in the lobby.
The little mousy guy. No, I've waited.
Yeah, we cut it. We just take that guy's number.
No, please. Take a new number.
Oh, this thing keeps getting better and better.
A few moments pass. You guys are just hanging out in the lobby of Wicked Agreements. Lots of red and gold colors everywhere, like red carpeting, red brick, golden columns, and like golden trim, wood veneer on places where you think it's acceptable or not. All of the like imps, they all write with like golden ink quills, and some wear like golden glasses for those that can't see real well.
This sounds like Hogwarts.
It's kind of what I was expecting from that imp. Does Mr. Harry Potter have his?
Pick your fantasy. Do any of you? Also, you guys are surrounded by like various races holding. Like one has like a really long piece of ticket that's like 12 digits long. All of them like just look in various states of like frazzled, worried, and just like, oh my god, why am I actually here? But yeah, that's the vibe.
What do they even do here?
Make one-sided deals, but I'm desperate for information, and I get the gist of how they like to play games.
A few moments pass, and eventually the well-dressed imp appears in a little burst of flame in front of y'all. The master will receive you now if you would follow me.
You guys don't imagine people in the lobby are pissed. They didn't even take a ticket.
Well, maybe if you're important enough, you wouldn't need one.
I just do one of these when I cut the line.
The rest of the lobby, oh.
One of the other imps and like that has like way too much makeup. Next.
Next.
The little imp escorts you into a dimly lit room at first, and then he closes the door behind you after you guys enter. And then, like magic, various candles are lit. Inside is a weirdly decorated room, fairly simple. Wood floors, wooden walls. It almost looks like that, like someone has made attempts to like wallpaper this room with various floral paddings that doesn't match at all. But there are a number of like small portraits on 3 sides of this room, of 3 walls of this room, and they're all portraits of various like headshots of people in various states of expression. Some are happy, others are horrified, and every few seconds those images, like a wave, flips and shows just another group of people with various expressions on their face, and it goes like a few dozen times before it resets. So there's like hundreds of faces on these pictures at any given time.
They're horrified by the decor.
There is a lovely tea set in the middle of the room with various couches and lounges for people to partake in. And in the back wall is this really wide suit of armor, like not meant for a human. This thing is like 8 feet tall. Its head is scraping the top of the ceiling, and it doesn't even have like a normal head space. Instead, it's like ridiculously wide shoulders. Muscles are like built into the framework of the armor, and it just sort of hangs there. And it looks like there's some sort of slit where like something can be viewed from like just above, just below the neck of this creature, of whatever wears this armor, and it just sort of hangs there.
I thought you were just describing the Kingpin from Spider-Man.
It's kinda
A bit like a double-decker fridge.
Yeah.
But this suit of armor has like various infernal notes and scrawls all over its chassis.
Is this something that would only be here, I guess?
You're not sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I've never been here, actually.
In a few moments, the door that you guys just entered from opens, and inside walks a beautiful tiefling woman. Deep red skin, wearing a long, silky white dress. Her head is bald, bereft of hair, but instead has a pair of like really thin, really long horns that start from here and end like halfway down her back, almost like pulled back antennae almost. And she just wears like a sultry expression and holding a wine glass. Why, hello there. I am Relian, and welcome to my establishment. You're the Fist, I assume?
Yes, we've been waiting in line forever around here.
Oh, we both know that's not true. Take a seat. Let's talk. You have questions, and I am most egregious to answer. For the right price, of course. It is my understanding that you've done my associate TOEFL a good turn. However, none of you made a deal with him. That's fine. But hopefully you can make a deal with me. One that's worth everyone's while.
And I would hope that we could get some kind of leniency or some kind of discount, considering we have done this good turn for you and yours.
Of course. I'm not going to ask outright for the forfeiture of your souls at the end of the agreement, so I think that you're already ahead on most accounts.
And what do you want for information? I'm sure.
Depends on the information that you want. We'll talk about cost later. This isn't about what I want, this is about what you want. You walked through my door, so what can Relian help you with? I'll have you know I have several hundred satisfied customers, as she gestures to the portraits on the wall.
It's a wave of disgust right now. So, change it.
Well, I suppose I'll go first. Living here my entire life, I've never actually been to this place. But
He pours a glass of wine. It's frothy, don't ask why.
It's that new fancy carbonated wine that they sell.
Ah, yeah.
Champagne.
Yes. Clear wine.
diet champagne.
Diet champagne. No, we're in the middle. Middle of a session. It's campaign.
That's just Welch's grape wine. Sponsor us.
So I'm looking for a particular individual. He haunts my nightmares, and I think I've gotten the lead, but I just need a little more information potentially about him. Perhaps you've heard of a brother Malmos. And I kind of just start scratching on my face when I say it.
This is the first time we're hearing this name, I think.
Probably the second time hearing it.
Malmos. How do you spell that?
Relian looks completely nonplussed as she drinks from her wine glass. A lot of people have been asking about that name ever since the night of the Ascension. Unfortunately, not even mine, but various agencies that deal with information broking, buying, and trading, they are intentionally more tight-lipped when it comes to that particular information. Most people aren't willing to pay such a price, but since you have been helping me out, I can offer terms. Of course, I should be able to help you with that. What about you two? What do you want? What can I do for you?
Oh, I don't know. I can't. I was following him.
Nothing yet. I want to see how things go with our friend here.
Very well. Well, I have a number of requests. Feel free to pick one. I can either, well, we could do the traditional promising of the firstborn. That's quite an old, some may call it cliche, but what can I say? I'm a fan of the classics. Or you can do a small favor from me, a recovery mission of sorts.
I'm listening.
You see, there is a book that I have procured, but by laws of your material realm, it is mine. Paid for and all that. But
I
something,
thought you was going to say finders keepers.
something happened during transit, and I have been unable to get a hold of this book. I've sent people to try to retrieve it, but none have come back, and that's a little worrisome. I know where the book is, but I'm uncertain as to why people can't claim it. Either something wrong has happened to them, or something befell them, if you catch my drift. Kill or deal with whatever has my book. Deliver it to me, unspoiled, and I will provide all that I can about this Brother Malmos to you.
That sounds better than the firstborn thing, doesn't it?
If you're gonna have kids, I guess.
I don't think I'm gonna get too many dates with this face, so sure. Well, we'll need a little more information, like kind of area-wise, because I mean, there's millions of books out there.
Well, first things first. She draws up a contract on a piece of legal parchment, and she looks back at the suit of armor. Maurice, can you come here, dear, and take a look at this contract? The slit in the middle of this suit of armor opens up, and there's this gigantic football-shaped eyeball in its chest, and with heavy footsteps, ka-choom, ka-choom, ka-choom. This suit of armor looks like it has skipped leg day entirely. It's got really tiny legs, like skinny but muscly, and just a really ridiculously wide torso with beefy arms.
It is the Kingpin. Just with one eye.
It takes a few steps forward and position and angles itself so that the eye is looking at the contract. Maurice here ensures that more of my high clientele are, well, he makes sure that people follow through with their agreements with me. If you try to skip out, well, you'll get a visit from Maurice, and you don't want that.
Well, I hope you don't mind waiting, because I actually start reading the entire agreement.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Your favorite.
Not terrible, actually. 18.
18. You will have 48 hours to retrieve this book. If you do not, then your soul will be forfeit to one Relian for all eternity. However, if you complete this task within 48 hours and to deliver the book unspoiled to Relian, then that first clause becomes removed, and your soul will remain yours. There is another clause that says if you return the book spoiled to Relian, you get to keep your soul, but she will only give not as much information as she would have had you returned the book unspoiled. And if you do not retrieve the book within 48 hours, then Maurice will come to collect.
Gotcha. I take a look at Maurice, I take a look at the contract, I take a look at Relian, and then I slowly take a look at all the various portraits that she's collected of these other poor individuals. And I just say,
No thanks, Toots. I think we're going to find our way out.
What a shame. She takes the scroll back. Well, next time you have to wait in line like everyone else. Unless you are dead set on making a deal. If not, well, you'll have to have a chat with Maurice here.
Does this thing even talk?
Maurice, do you have anything you want to say? Maurice just goes like this.
The strong, silent type, I see.
Wasn't like the first thing he said when he came in here that the part about the eternal soul was not going to be part of the deal?
I mean, that's...
She's like, damn it, I can lie.
It's part of the... It's not you do a thing for me and I get your soul no matter what. There's always wiggle room. So that's the wiggle room. It's still going to be there, but it's not the end all be all. You'll get to keep your soul as long as you make do on your side of the bargain.
Did you ever tell us what it was, general area?
I would have given you a compass that points directly to it. That deal is still on the table as long as you remain in this room.
I look at Orlin and Kulkras and just do this.
Don't do it. Not with the soul on the line.
Yeah, no thanks. I've never visited this place before, and for good reason.
All right. How about this? Instead of your soul, what about your firstborn then?
Is that like for all of us or just me?
Just for those who sign, but if you all want in on this, we can... That's just more room for negotiation. We can figure this out.
48 hours, huh?
48 hours.
Is the book in the city?
You'll know once you sign.
To judge how much 48 hours is going to get us.
Yeah, for all we know, it's a 3-day journey away.
Redmire, that doesn't do us a lot of good.
I will say that the book is within a 2 days walk journey. Plenty of time to go there and back without breaking the contract.
Wait, I might be bad at math, but 2 days there and 2 days back, that's more than 48, right?
Okay, like a day there and a day back. You can get there and back within 48 hours.
It's just me frustrating the demon lady.
If you want to be vague, we can always give you vague answers. Is kind of what we're going for. But
well, that's the thing. If I tell you where it is, then you'll go and you say no. You'll go out and get it. And
well, we don't have your magical compass, so how are we going to find it?
It's my job to be careful in these agreements. I hope you understand professional courtesy.
What do you do with souls anyway?
Oh, I trade them to my boss mostly. I have a quota for Lord Dissipator, Lord of the second layer of the Nine Hells. In exchange for immortality, I give him souls.
Consider them currency for these types of things.
Keeps my ass out of the blood war.
It's a lot of shoes.
Oh, you should see my closet. I have so many shoes.
We have plenty of souls for them then.
Perfect.
Well,
Are
gentlemen,
you sure you don't want to make a deal?
Nice pair of shoes.
Nice pair of shoes.
Those are nice shoes.
Told Florida gave me some.
well, fellas, I think I'll sign, but that doesn't mean you have to. You can just follow me if you want.
So I think I'll do the firstborn thing and sign it then.
All right. You sign. The text changes from, the signer's soul to the signer's firstborn. Wonderful. All right. Maurice. Maurice sees it, and as Maurice's singular eye focuses on the contract, you see like the stipulations of what was signed appears in runes all over Maurice's armor. All right. You have 48 hours. Here is a compass. She hands you like this blackened compass that has no like north, south, east, west directions on it. It just has like a collection of finger bones, and the end like phalange bone is red, and that is pointed in some sort of direction.
I did have something on here that said some kind of voucher or something. I don't know what that was for.
Probably a free consultation with Relian at Wicked Agreements.
Maybe that's why we got ahead of that guy that was waiting for 6 years.
There you go. The parcel is is in the northeastern Geistwood Forest, where the Geistwood meets Salazdan Hills.
I'm taking Any idea who took your book?
None.
What kind of book is it?
One that belongs to me. It is a tome of great importance to me and my dealings as a information broker.
So
It's honestly all that you would need to know about.
So we know it's with a nun, but from which deity?
It could be that my deliverers were felled upon by bandits, by monsters. No telling, really.
And
And
what's considered unspoiled in terms of this contract?
don't read the book. Don't open it.
All right, well, toodaloo, I think we need to get going then if we have to hoof it that far.
Very well. On the back of the compass, there is a 48-hour clock that is actively counting down.
Gotcha. Okay.
Damn it, we should have brought the Jeffries with.
Can you summon Phantom Steed?
I don't have it right now, but...
Well, I have Saoirse, and we can summon Maeve. You guys could double up, probably.
That would work, potentially.
All right. Well, farewell, Fist, I believe, is what you go by.
Mm-hmm.
Best of luck. I don't know why you're just sitting around and waiting. TikTok.
Ready to go, Vaxxus?
Yes, we're wasting time. I just make my way out.
Good luck. You make your way out, and you step out into the streets of Devil's Reach, and you see now that indeed the compass starts to spin normally and is pointed in a northeastern by eastern direction.
So if we don't do this in 48 hours, do you have to have sex with her or Maurice?
That's a good question. Perhaps we didn't ask the right ones while we were in there.
I don't know if that constitutes violation of your rules and junk.
So if you had to take a pick, which one would it be for you?
I think it would probably be the lady.
I just had to be sure.
Vaxxus, stepping out into the thoroughfare, you see across the street, like a few buildings down, is the familiar sight of the Tainted Tonic.
I don't know if we have time for a drink.
I've got more than enough with me on hand, and I don't need to go in there right now.
I'm gonna start summoning Maeve as soon as we get out in the street too.
All right.
Yeah, we probably should have taken a long rest before going there.
Or at least
It's midday. Shit.
Well, maybe we can save some time if we go on 4 legs instead of 2.
Oh yeah, this is. Oh yeah, well yeah, it's the. I would say now it's noonish.
I forget when we went to the temple. The fake temple
we
first.
finished a long rest and then basically in the morning you teleported into the temple.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
We're taking like 3 short rests while we were in that area.
that's a lot of short rests.
If need be, I could take a short rest and I could do a teleportation circle back to town. Save us a lot of time.
That's true.
All right.
So the joke's on her as long as we get her damn book.
Teleport into her office.
Oh yeah, you guys did not teleport with the Jeffreys, so
No.
they're back at Madam.
They're
Rush,
back with Shiima, probably.
most likely.
Where'd they go?
We've been abandoned, Jeffrey.
Well,
Not again.
I'll be on Sersha and I think they're gonna take Maeve then.
Makes sense.
You summon the spectral form of Saoirse, and you guys begin to ride out of town, I assume. You pass the first street, aka Avernus Street. Here there are various like weapons dealers, blacksmiths. Vaxxus, you see that there's this large, almost like temple-like structure that you know is the barracks of the Sin Guards and Sin Knights. And out front they have this stone depiction of some sort of like firebird.
Ooh, a car.
All three of you make your way out of the town, passing
What was the first street you said the name of? Again?
Avernus.
Wait a
And-
minute.
Right? And just on the outside of the Avernus Road are a handful of what Vaxxus remembers as the original Midnight Carnival. It's less of like a stage and places for like people to play like cheap carnival games and have their palm reds and stuff. Vaxxus, you know that was moved elsewhere into town. This is like the old one. But here there are just like pop-up shops of like, hey, welcome to Devil's Reach. We sell stuff.
The souvenir stands.
And nearby is. Do I have it here? Better fucking have it here.
Oh no, my notes. What will I do with my notes?
I've had this for years and it's never come up. Vaxxus, you see, almost
had
like
this
at
since
the
the beginning.
outer gate of the city.
Nope.
I'll find it. At the outer gates of the city, there is there's like this box made of like old wood and like various pieces of scrap metal. That there inside is some sort of like really janky moving tiefling automaton with like a really fancy turban hat. And it's got like a cracked crystal ball in front of it. This is like one of those. It's a fortune telling box that have that has really weird applications and outcomes based on what fortune people pull.
Staying away from it. I've seen the movie Big.
That's a good point. I know we don't have much time right now, so I'm going to skip memory lane for the time being.
Okay, understood. Now I'm upset that I can't find the paperwork.
Swear to God, I had something for this.
I did have something for this. It's around here somewhere. I'll find it eventually. However, you guys take off through the Geistwood in a northeastern direction, off to fulfill some sort of promise to Relian of wicked agreements, so that Vaxxus does not lose their firstborn. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Ooh, play your cards right.
Hey, we ended at midnight for once. How insane is that?
Right. Probably be earlier for the stream with all the editing and the probably different time start.
Probably. We'll see from there. But yeah,
Sure.
A little bit of shorter episodes, more lore and whatnot. But we hope that you enjoyed it. And hey, we hope that you enjoyed the next episode. Also, don't forget to check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/underground initiative, where if you donate, you get access to our Discord. For every 10 patrons, I will wear a wonderful wig. Hey, if you want to get them in on it too, let's get those numbers up. We'll see what we can do.
That went from him to us real quick.
Hey, I can't be the only one that looks pretty. Not only that, but your name will also appear in the credits. And even if you choose to donate once, your name will always be in the credits as long as the internet continues to exist in its current form forever. But yeah, patreon.com/underground initiative. Check out From Outer Space and the Thirsty Nerds podcast. Anywhere that podcast can be listened to and enjoyed. Thank you all again, and please don't forget to stay incredible.
She was a redhead, not a blonde.
Sonnenschein, ja, da muss man glücklich sein, weil da brauch ich nichts auf dieser Welt. Früh am Morgen schon zum Strand, braun gebrannt im weißen Sand, ja, das ist die Zeit, die mir gefällt. Abends kommt dann noch so ein Bummel die Strandpromenade entlang und das hat seine Gründe. Sommersee und Sonnenschein und dann noch verliebt zu zweien, ja, da muss der Mensch doch glücklich sein.